The fragrance of white lilies drawing me deep.
I just realized that might be copyright. Ah! I accidentally unmuted my stream. Okay, now time to go and inform everyone I am streaming. Boop, boop. Wait, loud noise might happen. Okay, mic is out. Time to change the screen. Hi! I decided to change the spot. Let me just get the game out. Now, wait, let's go and go to settings. Sound. I'm gonna leave music on a little bit. Not just loud though. Okay, return. New game. Oh, I just realized the goal should be higher. There we go. Ooh. This is Corpse Factory. June 12th, Friday morning. I know those bees have been talking about me behind my back. They flash those fake smiles when I walk past. They wave half-heartedly and say things like, "Oh, hi, Emmy," or "You're the only one brave enough to pull off that look." They're all two-faced lying a-holes. I hate each and every one of them. Amano Chiko Kurosawa, just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, fake personalities. Oh, hello, Marco. Welcome back. We're playing for Corpse Factory for Spooky Month. It's one of those story games. So, yep. Hello. Oh, let me read this. I want Sachiko Kurosawa. Just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, fake personalities. Also, Marco, how was your day? I hope you're doing fine. Oh, yeah. Look. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a fake bee too. But even I know I'm not as bad as them. I'm not horrible to every person I meet, just the ones I don't like. It's not fair that I have to work with them. I just wanted a part-time job, something breezy and casual. How am I supposed to know these delinquents wouldn't obsess over tormenting me? Amano is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. I'm good taking a break from my art book. Oh, that's good. I hope your art is doing well as well. It's good to take some breaks after a while. It's not good to continuously work and work and work with, even if it's just a little hobby. But yeah, let those frizzed uh, rest. But yeah, gonna continue the story. Amano is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. She's a year younger than me and acts like some famous pop idol. But she's a dropout, just like me, working in this dead-end part-time job so her parents don't kick her out of their house. She spends her evenings singing at underground bars and hanging out with the shady talent agents. Yeah, smile! Also decided to change the positions of me. I'm here, don't worry, I'm here. I usually work here. Okay, I usually be around here. But then I decided, like, It looks so weird whenever I look to my other screen because it looks like I'm looking away from the games I'm playing instead of looking at them. So yeah, just a change of pace here. She spends her talent agents who swear they can promote her and make her the next big pop star. She gets taken advantage of time and time again, but never seems to learn her lesson. I don't know if she's just stupid or if she really thinks she's on the right track of becoming famous. Sachiko is the kind of straight-laced girl you see at every school, studying her ass off to earn her parents' approval. The type of girl that always has the best grades but never really has any friends. She's the kind of girl that graduates, then the reality of the real world knocks her on her butt and she realizes she actually has no clue what she's doing, just like the rest of us. So she settles for the first crappy job she can find, and then suddenly it's 3 years later and she's still slaving away for butthole managers just to make ends meet. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, Sachiko decides to take her anger out on everyone around her. I've seen her slap customers out of frustrations. She isn't fired yet somehow. Rumor has it that she strangled our boss on one occasion apparently. He's too afraid to fire her now. I don't blame him. I'm afraid of her too. And then there's Kurosawa. I would write an entire blog on all the things I hate about her. She's pretty, but she's very aware of it. She seems to have a new sugar daddy every few weeks, some poor old fool that she strings along and milks dry. Poor guy. She must be nearing 30, but all her friends are still in senior high school. It's more than a little weird. They hang out around the train station, bullying homeless people and shoplifting from the convenience store. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. Kurosawa is just an all-around terrible person. She makes Alana and Sachiko look like saints in comparison. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of coworkers. Finally, there's me. Emi Kutsuno, university dropout, part-time cashier, and up to my ears in debt. I live in a small apartment in a bad neighborhood just to keep my head above water. My apartment building's filled with deadbeats, loan sharks, junkies, perverts, you name it. By some miracle, I managed to snatch up the best apartment in the worst building. Although the place is nice, the rent is questionably low. I'm fully expecting the landlord to wander in one day and demand more money, or murder me. I'm constantly worried about money, worried about my safety, worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with my life. As if that wasn't bad enough, I've had to work for 4 days a week with the 3 worst girls I've ever met in my life. Today is no different from any other day. Amana greets me at the door, her disgustingly puffy and pouty lips pulled back in a half snarl, half smile. I can smell the sickly sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away.
Oh, hi, Emmy. You're late again, you know.
Oh, there's voice acting. I guess I'm voice acting only for one person. B.
Yeah, sorry. Just let me past. I'll go clock in.
Wait. Sound. Voice volume. Let's just turn that off. Yeah, sorry. Just let me pass. I'll go clock in. Yep. LOL. Whatever Kurosawa wants to see you, can you, just go see her? Fine. Ona walks off. I look around for Kurosawa. The stale stench of cigarette smokes eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to her location. You wanted me? Sumo, I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's just for a regular customer. Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding? There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for cash. You can leave the money in the envelope under the register. Fine, I'll take care of it. Thanks, I'm going for a smoke break. I decided to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for this shift if the company doesn't know I came into work. I go behind the counter and retrieve the sign-in booklet. I flip to today's date and fill in my details. Done and done. The shirts that Kurosawa mentioned are lying half-versedly over the counter. I pick them up and scan each one. They're not cheap. The first rings up at 11,000 yen, and the next is 13,000. If my calculations is correct, that's like a couple hundred already. Yeah, it's already a couple hundred. There are 6 shirts all up, each one a little more expensive than the last. They don't look worn, and the tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for a receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but the customer's obviously not here. Besides, the request came directly from Kurosawa, my superior, so I can't exactly refuse. The refund goes through the system successfully, and the cash drawer opens up. I count out the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, then pop in an elastic band around the cash and put it in an envelope. I also print a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job done. I slide the envelope back under the register and lean against the counter, surveying the store. I can see that there aren't any customers around. It's still early in the morning, after all. We don't usually get much business until around lunchtime. I hover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. Kurosawa eventually returns from her smoke break. Half an hour must have passed by now. Who does she think she is? You finished that refund? Yeah, I did just like you said. Okay, she rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out the envelope stuffed with cash. Her fingers flick around it quickly, counting each note, and she nods as though satisfied. Satisfied! Yep. Good work, Katsuno. Time for the voice acting for Kurosawa. Good work, Katsuno. I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in. No problem. Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. Do you want to go tidy up stock? Yeah, okay. Actually, she's very pretty, if I have to say so. Yeah, okay. I'm not too bothered if Kurosawa wants to take over my register duties. It's boring standing around. I'd much rather be doing something than nothing. As I head toward the rack of untidy jackets, Sachiko bumps into me. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Sorry, did she actually just apologize to someone? Sachiko, the customer abuser. That's fine. You okay? I haven't been sleeping real well. I'm just tired, that's all. Well, get some rest, I guess. She is not happy and she is uncomfortable. Thanks. Look, while I've got you here, I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately. I've got my own personal issues, but there's no reason to take it out on you and the other girls. I can't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing here. So Chico has had a change of heart? So, I'm resigning as of today. I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there's no bad blood between us. So Chico, I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you. Yeah. If you're resigning, you have another job lined up? No, not yet. But I had to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about. Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this. I am. I have no idea why I'm giving her a monotone, but I am. In that case, then, thank you for apologizing. I forgive you. Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time, then. Why do I sound like a robot? Why am I giving her a robot voice? Okay, let me redo that. Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time, then. There we go, that's better. Yeah, until next time. Shishiko takes her leave. I'm still a bit taken back by her sudden personality change. Did I misjudge her from the start? No, that can't be it. She has a history of abusing customers and coworkers. No way I imagined all that. I'm looking here now. Oh. Regardless, I'm actually kind of glad she's trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. This is Corpse Factory. I think she's dying. If she's resigning today, then I suppose the only two terrible coworkers left are Amano and Kurosawa. I glance at Amano, who is standing by the door, waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. And then look towards the register, where Kurosawa should have been standing. But she's not there. Didn't she offer to take over register duties from me? Where the hell did she disappear to? I wander behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it has been touched. Out of curiosity, I slide my hand around under the register. And the cash-stuffed envelope is gone. No sign of it. The receipt from the refund is lying on the floor. I bend down and pick it up. It's a standard refund receipt, starred in the value of the transaction. My name is signed on at the bottom since I was the one who processed it. No! We're gonna get fired! No, I don't want to be fired. The refunded money is gone, and so is Kurosawa. Did she? No, she couldn't have. Surely she wouldn't have run off with the money. No one would be stupid enough to risk their job over that, would they? Ah, there's Katsuno. You should go ask her about it. While Kurosawa is still here, she seemed to pop up from nowhere. Katsuno, a word if you please. Ah, Hirota, the manager of the store. He normally spends his time in the office out back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. What could he want with me? Kurosawa was tending the register when she noticed the system flagged a large refund as suspicion. Do you know anything about it? Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning. Is that so? Do you have the receipt? Here. I hand him the transaction receipt that is still between my fingers. He looks over it once, then twice, his eyebrows furrowing. This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system flagged it. Did you get the approval from Kurosawa before processing it? Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for. That's not true, Hirota. I didn't know anything about this refund. That's not true, Hirota. I didn't know anything about this refund. Wait, what? We're getting fired! Where's the refunded money now? Well, I put it in the envelope underneath the register, but there's no money here, sir. She's lying to you. Kurosawa! Interesting, no money to be found. And Katsuno, you're the one who signed off on the refund. That makes you responsible. Yeah, I did sign it, but you're going to have to tell the truth, Katsuno. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved. Wait, hang on. Do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope. Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out for the register. But I feel my stomach begin to sink. What exactly is happening here? Confess at once, Katsuno. I didn't steal the damn money. If anyone stole it, it has to be Kurosawa. I know if we're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering school children. Sachiko! Like a serpent slinking out of the shadows, Sachiko slides beside Hirota. No. No! We're getting fired! Yes, Hirota. Did you witness Katsuno take an envelope of cash from the register? Oh, yes, sir. Just that morning, she acted like she was processing a refund, then pocketed the cash. I managed to bring it to your attention sooner, but... Sachiko, she hasn't changed at all. She just sold me out. I managed to catch a glimpse of Kurosawa spark as she said, you nodded in unison and giggle. Are they in this together, or are they throwing me under the bus just so they can steal some cash? I can't believe it. I'm so freaking angry. There you have it. I witnessed to your crime, Kurosawa. If you would kindly call the police. Yes, sir. Wait just a minute. I screamed louder than intended, but my blood is boiling, and I can barely control myself. I didn't steal any money. Why don't you check the security cameras? You'll see that I'm innocent. Oh, you know how those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're mostly just for show. Of course, if Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check just to be sure, though I think that would just be a waste of time. Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa. Kurosawa's eyes narrowed as she gazes at me wickedly. Ha ha ha, that's what she thinks. Amano, please show everybody what you found. You got it, boss. I didn't even realize Amano was part of this discussion. She is staring at me disgustedly and slapping an envelope against her open palm. Found this Wado cash in Katsuno's locker out back. I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't even been out to the back yet today. Or are they all in this against me? Did they plant evidence to get me in trouble? Ah! You're lying! I haven't even had time to go out back today. I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere? It would seem all the evidence is against you, Katsuno. Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested, but you will not step foot in this store ever again. Do I make myself clear? You are fired, and I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again. I'm speechless. Can't even process my thoughts. Quiet giggling and snickering of Kurosawa, Sachiko, and Amano buzzes in my ears until my skull feels like it's going to burst. Hirota grabs my shoulder and tries to lead me outside, but I jerk away and stumble backwards. My back slams into the glass window in the store. Thankfully, the glass didn't shatter, but I can immediately feel a bruise forming. I push myself forward to regain my balance and duck towards the sliding door. See you around, Yummy. Oh, well, I guess not. I don't know what I did. I blinked tears out of my eyes as I dashed through the store's front door. My anger and fear and anxiety gets the better of me, and it's a good 5 or 10 minutes before I realize that I've been running aimlessly through the shopping mall. I reach a hand to my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take a deep breath. I took around trying to get my bearings. At least I know where I am. I meant, at least, oh, the escalators. At least I know where I am. I'm not, wait. Did I just say, did I just say that? Oh, the escalators at least know where I am. At least the escalators know where I am. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why? Ah! I need to sit down and compose myself. If I don't calm down, I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those 3 absolute buttholes. With my head down, I blindly charged toward a small seating area. Ah, watch out! I collide headfirst with somebody in front of me without thinking. I scream out in anger. Watch where you're going! Oh, sorry. Wait, this girl, I know her from somewhere. Katsuno, is that you? Huh? I know you. Have we met? Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together, remember? Did we? Senior high school was more than a year ago. It feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that? Maybe you're... Yeah, you're Sato, right? Oi Sato? Yeah, that's me. You do remember. Well, kinda. Sorry, I've had a crappy day. I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight. Yep. We got fired. I knew it. You got fired? I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. Are you okay? Are you hurt? I'm fine. Oya is rubbing her arm tenderly. I figured I must have injured her, but I'm really not in the mood to stand here and apologize to some old acquaintance. I have to go. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I push past Oya unexpectedly. The shy and spineless girl grabs my arm and stops me from leaving. Her grip is surprisingly strong. Katsuno, you said that you just got fired. Is that true? What? Yeah, I'm pissed off about it. Tell me, what happened? Why are you so interested? I just thought maybe I can help is all. Whatever, you can't help. Some bee set me up. She stole a bunch of money, made me take the fall. Ah, I see. Are we done here? Can I leave now? Sorry for keeping you. Yeah, okay. Once again, I turned to leave, but Aoi's next words managed to catch my interest. You know, if someone got you fired, there's a way you could get revenge. Revenge? What is this girl on about? What, does she have some way for me to get back to Kurosawa? What am I thinking? I can't even step foot back in the store. My chance to get any kind of justice doesn't exist. Revenge? What the hell are you talking about? Ah, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, hell no. You're not going cold on me now. Tell me what you meant. Okay, but let's talk quietly. There may be a way for you to get back to whoever got you fired. Have you heard the rumors of Corpse Girl's website? Corpse Factory! Corpse Girl? Who is that? Sounds like some death metal brand. Or ignores my comment and continues on with her speech. They say if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death. Request a death? What is this girl ranting about? Hang on, start over. I'm completely lost. I frowns, a look of annoyance on her face. Say somebody wrongs you and you want to get revenge on them. Go on. Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death. This Corpse Girl, is she like a hitman or something? No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die. This is what got me into playing this game. How is that possible? I don't know. I, uh, I've been wanting to use that website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without. But I'm not brave enough to go through with it. Still, I want to know if the rumors are true. If you use the website, you could tell me if it works or not. This whole thing sounds sketchy, risky, or the police gonna get me if I go on this website. I've got no idea. Well, thanks I guess. Why doesn't make a further attempt to stop me when I turn on my heel and walk away? I don't know what to make of her suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable. And yet, I find myself unable to get the possibilities out of my mind as I make my way around the train station. Corpse Girl, a website tailored for revenge. I could dub in Kurosawa Sachiko Amano. If I could remain anonymous, there's no matter what happens, whatever fate befalls those girls, it couldn't be tracked back to me. I start to wonder if ordering the deaths of a few girls simply because they got me fired is a little extreme. Although they're not exactly saints, they're closer to human garbage more than anything else. Let's do it. They've always been hostile toward me. I'd probably do the world a favor if I had them all killed. If they screw me over without a second thought, who knows what they might do to their next suspected victim. Yeah, killing all three of them is the right thing to do. Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. My heart begins to race. trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save for a few junior high school boys and a couple of women in business attire. I have a few seats all to myself, so I sprawl out and check my phone for messages. When I feel confident that no one in the carriage is watching me, I decide to search for Corpse Girl's website on my phone. I don't exactly know how easy it will be to find. Maybe I should have asked for the address. I think I'm just mumbling now. And I'm getting thirsty. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I need to grab something to drink. I should have done that before. I am back. I'm back. Corpse Girl's website. A few results pop in my screen, but none seem relevant. There are links to funeral services and anime fan sites, but nothing really matches what I'm looking for. Maybe this was a bad idea. I should probably delete my search history. Maybe just one more search. Corpse Girl requests a death. My phone seems to lag for a few seconds as the search is submitted. Then, the first list of links appear. The top results catch my eyes immediately. Corpse Girl, revenge at your fingertips. This must be it. I click the link and the website loads immediately. A website is simple. There is a freaky little dancing girl at the top of the screen who looks too happy to belong on such a site. The whole site is really basic. A small blurb of text offers instructions. Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out. Don't be an idiot to enter your own information or you'll be cursed. What the... Is this site actually for real? I start to wonder if I should go through with this. There's very little useful information on this site. I mean, it does say request a death, but come on, is someone actually going to go out and kill the person I choose? And how on earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they're actually dead? This just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat. Hey, Alex! Hello! Welcome to my voice acting video, where I'm going to voice act for Corpse Factory. That doesn't sound right. But how was your day? I hope it's going well. I am so happy you were able to make it. Also, you came at the perfect time, because when you came, it just boom, and then you just texted, which is perfect timing. I don't need to move something quickly in my... There we go. Oh, thank God, it's just a text message. This feels weird. I just came for a while because I have a lot of work with studying. Yeah, you can put me as background noise if you want. Oh, as background noise if you want. It truly doesn't matter because I am so happy that you're anyways here. But yeah, let's continue. Oh, and the chair is too high. Oh, there we go. Thank God, it's just a text message. Unknown number, that's not a very good thing. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Who would be sending me a photo from an unknown number? I can, and I'm glad you're happy. Yeah, I am always happy to have you here, and everyone here. Also, I have 28. I am so close to my next goal. I just realized. That... I have so much. Yeah, I hope you enjoy hearing my voice acting. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Oh yeah, I already read that. But I'm gonna read it anyways. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Oh, you mean followers? Yeah, I have 28 followers now. That's a lot of people. But that's okay. Because that means everyone's happy to follow. If they don't want to watch me anymore, they can unfollow if they want. It's their choice. That's mine. And I'm just so happy that everyone just enjoys being with me. Yeah. But let's continue the story. Wait a minute, there's a photo attachment. Who would be sending me a photo from an unknown number? My curiosity got the better of me and I opened the message. Nah, bro, who wouldn't want to watch you? Aw, thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't force anyone to watch me. If they want to watch, then they can. Because it's their choice, not mine. I'm just happy that you're able to come over and all the time. Well, have fun with your studies, Alex. And listen to my great voice acting. My curiosity gets the better of me, and I open the message. Kurosawa, you F bitch. Oh, I did not mean to say that out loud. I meant to do freaking B. I meant to say that. Oops. Ah. Ah. I knew it. I knew she set me up, and Amano and Sachiko were in on it too. They made me process a fake refund to get cash out of the register, so that my name would be on the transaction. And all for what? A bit of cash they'd have to split 3 ways? Actually, that was a pretty good one. You have such a nice voice. You're kind of funny too, and stuff you do is something watchable. So yeah, and not to mention that you're consistent and you have likable personality. You're so sweet. It's voice crack. You're so sweet. I am so happy you think of that. Aw. It is something watchable. And what I'm doing right now, you don't even need to see to know what's happening. But yeah, people will come soon. There will be hundreds. Yep, I hope so too. Not 28, yeah. But I'm just playing video games though. It is one of the things. But yeah, I'm very happy you think so. Because everyone's so sweet and stuff. I am just so happy. Plus, I'm basically doing this streaming thing for fun. But you guys are very, very kind. I'm just so happy you have me. Not you have me. I have you. That's what I meant. I'm just so happy that you like me that much to keep coming and stuff. Because that means I'm entertaining. And entertaining is part of this streaming thing. But yeah. Says Emmy. Kurosawa. Yeah, basically, yes. Yes. Yep. Yes, basically, yes. Yep. Yep. Quick drink break. Because reading things out loud is so thirsty. Yeah, basically, yes. Yep. Kurosawa, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. A few of your high school's boys nearby look at me with weird expressions, but I don't give a damn. Wow, damn, she is so mad. I'm angry, I'm furious. Kurosawa is going to pay. I close Kurosawa's message and return to Corpse Girl's website. It's clear what has to be done. I'm going to request Kurosawa's death. I read the website's instructions one more time to make sure I haven't missed anything important. Enter the victim's phone number and upload a photo of the victim. There we go. You get an evil laugh from me. You can't. I finished doing a tutorial yesterday, which is the one big meme in Blender community. It was hella useful, even though I didn't want to do that at all. That was actually good. Ah, thank you. I practiced more laughs. Yeah. I am pretty good at doing evil laughs. If you want, I can do it again. There we go. Another one. Clip it if you want. Or save it. Your choice. I'm pretty good with my evil laughs. Maybe that's... Wait. Maybe that's why my nephew laughs so evilly sometimes. Maybe because I sometimes laugh evilly. I can do multiple evil laughs. When I will do my own game, I want to see you in voice casting. Oh, thank you! Actually, voice acting is one of my dreams to become. So far, the closest thing is streaming I can do. Some messed up Fyandor would suit you. Aw, I actually would love to play a role as a villainess. No offense. No, that's completely fine. I'm probably pretty good for that role anyways. Especially with the laughing part. Imagine there's a character that only laughs. Wait, there's probably a few already. But a female character that only laughs. I would probably suit the role. Maybe I can go and apply for some voice acting. Because voice acting is probably one of my biggest dreams I had. So let's continue after the laugh. You should. Yeah, I should actually. Yeah. I am pretty good at... I actually practiced my voice. I used to sing. Ooh. Alex, singing is actually a pretty good skill. I can sing a little bit, but I'm not very good at it. So yeah. I will continue after this laugh. It's hot, at least on me. Aw, you should continue singing. I actually want to hear your singing voice. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Sorry, keep reading. Yeah, it's okay. I can't believe it. Kurosawa just sent her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself, and her phone number was included with the message. I fill in the phone number and upload the photo. My hands trembling the whole time. Maybe one day. Yeah, one day. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I feel a chill down my spine. My face turns pale, and I immediately feel cold and clammy. Is Kurosawa really going to die if I use this website? Or is this all a sick hoax? I run through the possible outcomes in my mind. In my head. I meant head, not mind. Well, it actually makes sense as well. First possibility, nothing happens, and Kurosawa's none the wiser. Second possibility, Kurosawa gets pranked by whoever is running this website. Maybe the administrator gets a kick from tormenting people. Kurosawa might just receive some spam text or something like chat. Oh, not chat! I meant that! That! Boom. Ah. Third possibility, Kurosawa dies. She gets murdered. Or some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. My lips curl into a frenzied smile, but I like the possibility the most. I slam my thumb down and smash the submit button. Prepare for the end, Kurosawa. Wow, you got so many laughs, evil laughs. June 12th, Friday evening. When I got home, I could barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my apartment. Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice apartment. By the time I walked through the door, the sun has just started to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I'm feeling physically and mentally drained. The drama's work this morning, the taunting laugh of Kurosawa, I feel exhausted, like I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like a candle flame. How will I know when or if Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any of my personal information to the site. The entire thing was anonymous. It's not like I can visit the store tomorrow and see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. So what do I do? That's it. I whip my phone out of my purse and open Noise, a social network app that all my coworkers are connected to. Ooh! I used to play Drunken Grandpa with my girlfriend. I shared my screen on Discord so she could see, and man, for some reason I put Russian accent in each character lines I read. It was funny, but now I'm not really sure if I could dub someone without that accent. Ah! That's actually pretty cool that you can do Russian accent. It is a little difficult. It's like, oh, don't worry. No, I can't do a Russian accent. I'm pretty terrible at it. Come on. For one reason, I am just picking with this voice. I'm pretty good with different voices. Or I can do like a old grandma voice. I'm like, when I was your age, I can be like this. Hell yeah, I can. It's not that hard. You have natural talent of doing Russian accents. But yeah, I also played Danganronpa. Yeah, that was good, yeah. Because I can do grandma voice too. Maybe I should try to become a grandma in one of these weird anime shows. Because I can do... Oh! What was that? When do you have finally Instagram? I do have Instagram, I just don't really use it much. Or was it here before? It was there before. I just don't really... It's been there since beginning of my streaming career. But yeah, it's been there for a long time, my Instagram. I don't remember. Yeah, it's been here for a while. I just don't really use Instagram much. If you want to see me active, Twitter is the one. I've been so active in Twitter. My first account was for this social media, just for notifying other people that I'm streaming. And I use it the most. I am smart. No, I'm not. I don't remember. Yeah, it's been there for a while already. I whip my phone out of the purse and open a Noise, a social network app that all my coworkers are connected to. Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amano, and I are all in this group chat labeled Work Life. What's Autobot problem again? Autobot problem again. What's Autobot problem again? Or maybe because I said hitch. Oh. Oh. I shall give you a follow. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alex. I really appreciate it. But in a different way. Ah, a little bit different. Okay. Okay. Kurosawa Sachiko. Okay. Work life. We use that chat to swap shifts with each other and complain about the boss. A little bit different. Yep. A little bit different. Yeah. You will hit the this follow button. Oh! Wait, did the bot? Okay, I don't know how to do that. Mod! How dare you! Jade, newbie, how dare you put that? Just as I was hoping. I haven't been kicked out from the group yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online 1 hour ago. Perfect. If I use this app, I can keep an eye on when Kurosawa's active. She only has to be using her phone for noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using noise itself. Yeah, a little bit different, yeah. You push the follow button. There's another word. Push instead of hit the follow button. Now that I say, yeah, done. Ah, thank you. Also, I just realized saying hit the follow button sounds like abuse. I just realized. Stop abusing that follow button. It needs a little push, not a hit. Yeah. It's the best way I can think of to monitor if she's still alive or not. It will do for now, at least. I wonder why Kurosawa sent me that photo of herself via a regular text message instead of through noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for it if someone got into her noise profile. Who knows what that girl was thinking. Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through noise instead. After all, noise is strictly on online service, no need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter, it worked out in the end. I slumped down on the couch in front of the TV and keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, knuckles whitening. I start to bite the fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. When I said fingernails, I put my thumb right to my mouth as faking biting my fingernails. I should stop doing that. I start to bite the fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. And tip to distract myself, I switch the TV on and stream some stupid reality shows. The distraction hardly works, and I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. The evening passes slowly. June 13th, Saturday morning. Sunlight streams through the open curtains, and I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? I wiped my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off a trickle of drool from my chin. My phone is still in one hand. I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint smeared screen. But it's not responding. The battery died. It must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I restart my charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting for just enough energy to turn the phone screen back on. After what seems like an eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock as I swipe the clock screen away. 6:34 a.m. I open up Noise as quickly as I can and flick through to Kurosawa's profile. Huh? This profile is private. You're not connected to this person. Damn it, she blocked me! I frantically navigate to the group chat, only to find that I've been kicked out. Damn it! Oh, that was pretty good. What can I do now? I've got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. I slam my phone down in frustration, and it vibrates in retaliation. Huh? Another text message? I blink a couple of times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory. Well, if that's the case, at least I would know that she's still alive. I hesitantly pick my phone up again and open the message. There's no text, just a photo attachment. Oh! What the hell is this? I nearly dropped my phone in terror. A photo of a dead body twisted, crumpled like it was fallen from the great height. A spatter of blood sprinkled across the grass. It's hard to make out the details of this person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup. This dead body, is it supposed to be me? There can be no mistake in it. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my own corpse. I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the time skip on the corner of the photo. It's today's date, but something's off. The time says 7:28 a.m. That's about an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and feel the sickening sensation of bile rising in my throat. This photo, this is a prediction of my death? Am I going to die within the hour? And then the truth hits me harder than my face hits the ground in this grisly photo. When you request a Death and Girls website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die. I can't look at it anymore. I throw my phone to the side and curl up in the floor. Did corpse girl send me this to me? And how? How did someone get a photo of my corpse in the photo that's seemingly from the future? It's impossible. It has to be a hoax, some trick, some psycho tormenting me. Yeah, that's all it is. Someone's messing with me. Probably Kurosawa. I got up from the floor. I get up off the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced, and my stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents through my throat at any second. I promptly reach around for my phone and finally grasp at it from the phone number that sent the photo. It's an unknown number, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday. So it's unlikely this came from her. Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird. There are more digits than should be possible. I try to count them, but stumble a few times in confusion. I eventually conclude the number has 18 digits. Way too many. In addition, the phone number seems... Cupcakes are such a pain to make. Yeah, muffins are easier. In 3D. Ah, no! Hi, Jade! Oh, well, not today. I'm going to just do voice acting. Okay? Is that okay, Jade? Also, can you undo the downward hit? Okay. Thank you. I'm just doing voice acting. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but cupcakes are are a pain to make. If you want to have nice looking cupcakes, you have to do it right, or else it will be ruined. Yeah, it's okay, yeah. I am glad that you understand. I am just going to do voice acting. Also, you missed my evil laugh, Jade. My evil laugh. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. 666-33-666-22-666-44666. Why does it seem like those weird, It seems too strange to be real. Is it possible to fake a phone number? Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has the data to the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan, my very own city. Dough is fine, but that paper case, sheesh, that's how I imagine hell. Yeah. Like, the dough is easy. Like, put it into the cups isn't hard. You just pour the dough in. But if it's a cupcake, not a muffin, it's the icing on top that's the most difficult if you want it to look nice. If you don't want it to look nice, then that's the easy part. Tokyo, Japan, my very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number, but can't hide their location. This gives me an idea, and I decide to go to the bottom of the situation. Despite my head throbbing, my stomach bleeding to be emptied, I punch the phone number into a search engine, along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points to the popular discussion board Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. And no big surprise, it's owned and operated by this very same company behind the Noise app I use on my phone. Yeah. Oh, I tapped the link and got taken to a discussion topic from less than a week ago. I quickly read through it. Strange photo from unknown number. Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number I don't have in any of my contacts. Not sure how to deal it's way is gross though. Wonder if any hackers can trace the number or something. It's 666-33666-22666-24666. Seems like Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Okay, thanks in advance. This topic has only one reply. Really strange photo from unknown number. You got it this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried you received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police, not sure if I'm overreacting. And that's it, the end of this discussion. Neither poster followed up the conversation. We're dying! Damn it! That's all! Wait, wrong voice, wrong voice. Damn it, that's all? There we go, better. That didn't give me anything to go on, except now I have that at least 2 other people have received bloody photos of themselves. I wonder if those photos were as extreme as the one I received. What happened to these 2 posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body is going from cold to hot and back again several times a minute. It feels like I have a fever, but I know it's just stress tearing me up. I checked the time. It's 6:59 a.m. But half an hour until the time printed on the photo. I take a deep breath and a doorbell buzzes. I freeze in place, unsure whether I should answer the door. In the sketchy apartment building, it's a risk to answer at the door on any given day before even taking into consideration some psycho just texts me a photo of my own corpse. I tiptoe toward the door on stiff legs and gaze through the peephole. There's no one there. Phew. I breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I'm just on edge, and the doorbell echoed from someone else's apartment. Besides, I don't know of anyone who would visit me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump to the floor. My back sliding down the door as I come to the rest on the carpet. My legs splayed out haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Oh yeah, that's it. Karma. The doorbell rings again, and I scream in shock, and my head slamming back against the door I was resting against. I jumped to my feet and ignored the peephole, this time simply swinging the door wide open. We're dying! A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into the apartment, and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscures my vision when I open my eyes. Quickly, I sweep the hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here except a metal trolley is blocking the walkway in front of the door. A stark white bag, about the size of a human body, rests atop the trolley. My heart begins to race as I immediately recognize that this is on TV. They always show these trolleys used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Dead bodies. The vomit has been trying to escape my body all morning. Finally finds its way out of my mouth. I rush and heave the doorway until nothing is left inside my belly except the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through the fleshy container. The stench wafting from the trolley is overwhelming. Pinching my nostrils close just little more than traps this horrific odor inside my own skull, and I gag and splatter involuntarily. My hand reaches towards as though controlled by some other than myself. I can't pull it back, and I can't prevent my fingers from grasping the zipper tape attached to the front of the body bag. I unzip the bag. And there I am, a wretched corpse exposed to the day's first rays of sunlight. I stand here on the doorway as I lay there atop the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead, but more dead than alive in both bodies. The bruising on my face is horrific, and I reach a stiff finger to my own lips, my living lips, tracing the outline of the bruise I see before me. I did not expect this to happen. There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of relief, for why would there be any pain if I'm already dead? To feel pain would be absurd, and then I would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from a great height? Did someone hit me with a car? Or did I collapse from some internal reason? Perhaps from organ failure or some undiagnosed sickness? Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive, living and breathing just as I do while standing in front of myself. Maybe this is all a prank I've pulled on myself, dying just as I joke, but never really dying. Always living until the point I actually die. It's no longer a prank. My head is splitting. I can't think straight. I hope that the thoughts in my mind are jumbled. The meanings behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my head, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway's railing. I'm on the fourth floor of the apartment building. There are 2 floors above me, so I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure to leave from here will be enough to render my living body identical to the of the corpse in the trolley. At this point in time, there exist 2 versions of Emi Katsuno. One is living and is me, and the other is dead, but is also me. I can choose now to be alive and dead, or be dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and alive. So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I'll still only be half alive, but choosing dead and dead is nice and clean, absolutely and indisputably solid state of existence. I grip the... Oh, that's how they do it. I grab this cool steel handrail and lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to my relentless wind. 4 stories below me is a small courtyard paved with concrete and decorated with occasional scrub or flower bed. I miss the concrete by about 2 feet. Dirt sprays up into the air as my nose is crushed under my own body weight. I think about the photo Kurosawa sent me, with her smug smile and her face hands still full of stolen money. My teeth grind into my tongue and sever it, but it doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. My mind wanders and settles on Corpse Girl's website. What was that all about anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Even Kurosawa found the website as well and submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste blood in my mouth, but it might just be a memory from some other point in my lifetime. Flickering light from nearby a parked car kind of irritates me, but then my vision turns blue or black, and my only concern is how I'll never truly know what. And we're dead. Oh, I cleared the board log. Now it's Noriko Kurosawa. Noriko Kurosawa. Oh, 3 weeks earlier. Monday morning. I've always liked the shape of my eyes. I can be critically about other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. How do I relate to this? With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me I inherit her eyes, and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of my father's features on myself or my sister, but I do agree with why my eyes are exact replicas of mother's. Mother doesn't see too well anymore, and that might be something that I have to always worry about in the future. But for now, my eyes are perfect, and I couldn't be happier with them. I wish I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best features. Some people tell me I use too much makeup, that I tend to overdo it and make myself look intimidating. But I don't really care. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Today's morning ritual is the same as any other workday. I'm a slave to the wage, and I'm not proud of it. Call me a corporate sellout, but it can't survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. The shower is ready by 6:05, and I'm dressed by 6:15. I skipped breakfast because I'm watching my figure and spent until 6:30 a.m. working on my wake up. I'm out of the cramped shoebox. Apparently by 6:45. Oh, apartment by 6:45. Yep. 5 a.m. Sometimes I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today there is no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Heading the convenience store for a can of coffee saves another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffee. Yep. Regardless, I never start the day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it helps to my stomach growling. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag as I continue on my way. This train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for 7:12 a.m. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. I board the train bound for Shinjuku. A cursory glance reveals there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have to stand and stare at my phone screen like almost everyone else. When I do read, I read the classic Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe horror, Western horror, and that is my favorite genre. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly strong enough to read those novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online. Acquaintances or the few friends I have lead such boring lives. They post about the most mundane topics all day, every day, acting like they all shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I find their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. She's a dark type. From behind the safety of a glass vial, I can fulfill my voyeuristic fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. I know every mundane bit of people's daily lives turns me on. That is not me! I'm using a different voice, so that's not me! It's not me! This morning is the same as any other. I stare down at the phone held in my frail hand. My fingers move of their own accord, scrolling and tapping against the backlit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any post or picture that my pupils haven't yet consumed. Standing in the train carriage, packed to the gills with people, I can't help but feel my face getting flushed with my steamy breath escaping my lips. I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comments and lines of every single person on my nose activity feed. I catch my breathing getting heavier, my gaps becoming short and sharp. Ray went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Mizuno shared some photos from her international vacation. Kawahara objects to owning pets. Oh, Kawahara is a different person then. Objects to owning pets and thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks glow crimson. My chest becomes rising and falling quickly. I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice them. My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. A new post from the coworker at my office. Tomoe Watanabe. She's a gal girl, type with a heavy fake tan, bleached blonde hair, and questionable Questionable. Ah, and questionable clothes. I hate her, but I love her post. This morning's update reads, Tomomo. Okay, let me say this again. Tomomo. For 53 minutes ago. What? That's all? Just found. Oh. Oh. I thought this was. Oh, that's her username. Oh, that makes more sense. Just found this Corpse Girl website. What did I do? Get the sassy voice from? Just fake ball, ha ha ha. Waiting to meet a beat to try it on. Tomorrow, I just discovered Corpse Girl's website, huh? I feel slightly squeal trying to escape from my throat as my legs stretching to buckle underneath me. I can't take the excitement anymore, and I have to force my phone from my hands and bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko, deep breaths. I need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. I close my eyes and let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. And hello, Jimmy Jim Fish. He's staring at me. There's a fish in front of me, and it's staring at me. Actually staring at the wall, but it's like staring at me at the same time. Hey, Jim. Down. You're too high up the tank. Oh well. I have no idea why I started talking about the fish. I have the fish, who is now gone. Yay. Now I don't have to get distracted by him. I close my eyes and the cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. There we go. Feel a little calmer, no longer ready to explode. I analyze the information I just freed. Tony wants to try out Corpse Girl's website. That's good. That's very, very good. Rumor has it that you can visit the website and request the death of somebody you know. How if the victim dies isn't known to the public? Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss this site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge, but the thought of the phenomena occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately, at least in certain corners of the internet. Message boards like Ned's channel and other similar sites have picked up the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's authenticity. The fact that someone like Tomoe, rather dense Tomoe individual, has discovered the website means that it's actually more well known than I previously thought. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are good that Tomoe will want to try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker. Maybe perhaps she hates my guts, she hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in our dull workplace. Announcement. The next announcement. The next station in Shinjuku, the doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Cho line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Tsukyo line. As the automated announcement reads through a list of connected train lines, I get ready to disembark. The train pulls to a stop and I comfort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to exit the train. Hello, Adrian. How are you? I'm sorry I just didn't see you earlier. I was so deep into the story. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And if so, that is amazing. Well, right now we're playing Corpse Factory. It's actually a novel store, novel, novel game, and I'm voice acting it. And I'm a little down. Oh, I hope whatever's and you, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. And also, if you uh, if you need anything, you can tell me. Okay, I am here right now. If you don't want to talk about it, then you don't need to. But I hope this stream can make your day much better. Even though there's a spooky month and I'm playing spooky game. But yeah, I am doing fine. And thank you for asking. Okay, finally free of the tangled mess of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinth of station. And only mad because I gotta cancel my stream, that's all. Aw, I hope that happens sometimes as well. I won't be able to stream this Thursday because of an appointment. So yeah, but I will. Okay, I might not stream this Thursday, or it will be late since I have an appointment in the morning that time, like a few hours before that time. But I will try my best to go and stream that today, though it might be late and short. But yeah, it's okay, Adrian. I hope this stream makes your day better, because that happens to everyone at times. Finally free of the tangled mess of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinth station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm in time, and I never desired to reach the office any earlier than needed. It doesn't take long for the looming office tower to enter my field of vision. 32 stories of office space, all crammed into into one sleek, slim tower. The name Tomojin is stamped across its structure in gigantic block letters. If you're looking for this building in Shinjuku, you can't possibly miss it. Tomojin carries the title of Japan's third biggest banking corporation. It's a gigantic company with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka, Sapporo, Fukuoka, and a dozen smaller cities I don't even remember. I've worked here for close to 3 months now. Not a long time in the grand scheme of things. That said, I'm only a temp, and all I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor along with about 60 other junior employees, including a gal girl, Tomoe Watanabe. I don't speak to many of my coworkers. That's the way I like it. When I reach the building, I enter through the giant double sliding doors and find myself in this familiar lobby. Comfortable couches line the walls, circling. Okay, fly. Good. You stay up there. Do not go any lower. Comfortable couches lined the walls, circling a reception desk. 4 large elevators are tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. I'm taking off my brace because I don't need it. At the desk. It's already busy this morning, though to be fair, this place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds of sharply dressed business people, feeling a little out of place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. Duck into a newly opened elevator. I tap my employee ID card to a backlit panel and press the button for my floor. The doors close and the elevator begins its smooth ascent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one traveling up. I reach my floor and listen to the soothing chime as the doors open, revealing the open layout office before me. A static drone of workplace noise fills my ears. Ah, noise! Another noise! Conversations, ringing phones, fingers tapping against keyboards, photocopiers, even the steady, low hum of the air conditioner contributes to the overall din. I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor. and surrounded by a dozen other identical desks. As I walk, somebody taps me on the shoulder gently. Good mo- I have to do male's voice again? Ah! This is going to be very bad. Good morning, Kurosawa. Oh, good morning, Kurosawa. So he seems like a nerdy type, so I'm going to do a nerdy voice. Good morning, Kurosawa. Shinya Fujikawa, my senior, though he's really only a couple of months older than me. He's worked here for a whole year after taking an internship straight out of senior high school. He's not an intern anymore, though I'm not quite sure of his job title. Morning, Fujikawa. Oh, how was your commute this morning? Fine, as same as usual. That's good to hear. Did you read any of your novels? It's referring to the horror books I like to read. I can tell from his tone that he doesn't exactly approve of the subject either. Subject matter. I've known Shinya since junior high. We go back way back, but I wouldn't exactly call us friends. However, he is the one that landed me this job, even though it's just a temporary contract. I've always had the feeling that he's a bit sweet on me. I would be way off the mark, though. Oh, it could be. Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train today. It's too hard to read while standing. Where's that fly? Hope you're not blocking my cam. Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train. Yep. That's a shame. You still haven't accepted my friend request. Did you know? There we go. I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we were connected on Noise once before, and I had to delete him. The type that texts too much. He's super obsessed with his father's detective work, and all he ever posts about is assumptions and theories on petty crime cases. Normally I'd find anyone on my phone to less fascinated, but he's the thing. Shinya never posts about his personal life. All he writes are long-winded rants on boring cases. He's far beyond the amount of dullness even I can stand. I fish my phone out of the handbag and pretend that I'm looking at Noise. Oh, how about that? Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests. I quickly dip my phone back into my bag. How peculiar. Well, I'll try and add you again later. Sure, no problem. Oh, sure, no problem. Well, anyway, I better get to it. Worked hard today, okay? I have no idea why I give him this voice now. You got it. Also, I was right. He's the nerdy type. You got it. Shinya offers a formal bow and goes on his way. Before I could take a step forward toward my desk, a mocking voice whispers in my ear. Oh, how long are ye gonna... How long are ye? You're doing a very good job. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I got very deep into it again. How long are ye? I, How long are ya gonna lay it on, sweet little Shinya? It sounds like, oh yeah. Wait, no. What was that weird meme that's been a while? Oh yeah. Can you give me an oh yeah? Like, Shinya? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I shiver and find Tomoe Watanabe lurking right behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritating mosquito. It's mosquito! The poor boy really has the hots for you. You're gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho. Listen, I'm not leading him on, and I'm no psycho. Sounds like something a real psycho type would say. Don't you reckon? I forgot what I did for that voice. Of course, this is none other than the girl Tomoe. The very same brain dead moron who posted this morning about wanting to try Corpse Girl's website. She's the kind of person that likes to stir up trouble and instigate conflict. She's had her vexed eyes on me since the day I first stepped foot in this office. She loves to torment me in any chance she gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though I'm not sure what I ever did to her. Even though she's a data entry temp like me, she has worked here a little longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer to her as my superior in this professional environment. She knows as much and likes to take advantage of the fact as often as possible. It's funny, you know? Yeah, I don't like the type of skin to lead on a goody goody like Shinya. Give me an oh yeah, Shinya. I told you I'm not leading him on. Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema. Girls, do what you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your looks. Oh yeah, what would you know? You know he likes your flat chest, Miss Gothic Lolita. I know I should track off comments such as this, normally I would, but backing down from Tomoe isn't something I can do easily. I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart, clever. If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is full of air as your inflatable breasts. Oh! Oh! Noriko! Whoa! Harsh! A flash of crimson lights up Tomoe's face and she looks ready to lash out at me. Oh, yeah, that is right. That's the right one to think of. Like, oh, that was harsh. That is harsh. A flash of crimson lights up Tomoe's face and she looks ready to flash out at me. A group of coworkers like us look over to us in concern. Tomoe looks a step back from me, but not before singling a rude gesture with her fingers. We ain't done here, Noriko. Watch your back. There we go. I found the voice. I found the voice. I'm trembling. I'm trembling. Wait. I'm trembling. There we go. Tomoe walks away and I breathe a sigh of relief. There we go. If it wasn't for having to deal with her, I wouldn't dread coming to work every day. Anyway, I wonder when she is planning to test out Corpse Girl's website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? I'm not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. I finally reached my task and take note of the time. I was supposed to start working 5 minutes ago, so quickly log into my computer and check today's task list. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from a speech spreadsheet into our company's online database. When I'm done, I have to run it by a few other people and then commit changes to the server. The work is dull and repetitive, but my salary isn't bad. On the plus side, I get to wear headphones and listen to music while I work. Might as well get the full time if you're still temp. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, a can of milk coffee, and a handful of breath mints. I lay them all out on my desk neatly. I slip my headphones on, plug them into my phone, and hit the play on my work playlist. Now it's symphonic. Why was it so difficult? Ah! Metal lovingly trashes my ears as I crack open the can of coffee and take a long sip. Wait, I have a can here. I will sip with her. Did it just flip? that happened again. That happened to me. Yep, wrong sip. Okay, let's get started. Okay, that's kind of my kind of job. I return home to my quiet, quamped. I return home to my quiet, cramped apartment after work. The place is eerily silent, a stark contrast to the bustling office where I spend my days. Throwing my handbag onto the tiny coffee table, I picked up my laptop and sit on the couch. I lie back and get comfortable, letting my laptop rest on my stomach as it boots up. The welcome screen loads up, so I click a couple of times, open my web browser, and then head to the very specific website saved in my favorites. What? She really is the dark type. Girl's website. A cute dancing zombie girl is animated at the top of the page. A peculiar irregularity. If you make me read those, it's gonna take about 3 weeks and 2 business days for me to finish. Yeah! Don't worry, I won't make you read it. That's why I'm going to go and read it for you. That's the type of game I'm playing. I am pretty slow reader, but I can read quite quickly out loud, which is quite strange now to think about it. I'm a weird person. Okay, let's continue. A cute dancing zombie. The girl is animated at the top of the page. A peculiar irregularity that always makes me giggle. I noticed that the page view counter at the bottom of the site is nearly the same as it was yesterday. There have been many 4 or 5 new visitors. I heave a sigh. Maybe the website isn't quite that well known after all. That begs the question, how did Tumoy discover it? Well, never mind that. My eyes can the website's content. A requested death. Big bold letters headline the site. The intention couldn't be clearer. Further information on the site is sparse. Brief instructions tell the user to fill out in a victim's phone number and upload a photo. Aside from that, there's not much else to mention. It doesn't even ask for a name. After scanning the site, I move my mouse at the browser's address bar and click. I type a / after the website's address, then add the word admin at the enter key. The login page presents itself with an empty username and password fields waiting to be filled in. My fingers tap dance around the keyboard, and within moments I'm presented with a brand new page. A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request. You found the culprit! A crooked smile cracks in my stunning expression. Finally, somebody has requested a death. Somebody else has asked me, Quartz Girl, to kill a victim. There's weird things get exciting. I giggle and feel my cheeks flush red. This is the first request I've had for about a week. I've been logging in every evening, fingers crossed that somebody has selected a new victim for me. Today my wish has come true. I can't help but feel emotional at a time like this. My lower lips trembles and I feel tears welling up. I tap the corners of my eyes gently to avoid so much makeup. As I hover my mouse cursor over the view request button, a familiar and pleasant tingling sensation surges in my chest, my stomach, my thighs. I shiver with anticipation, my haunch and streamy breath beginning to fog up the laptop screen. I click the button. Request details. Time for monotone voice. Request details. Today, 2:47 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. ... redacted. Downloading image attachment. Ooh, a victim's photos automatically loads on my screen. The person in my front of me is a total stranger, but that's okay. It doesn't change the task set out before me. A woman rather plain, in her early 30s. She's well dressed with minimal makeup, and she's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo, better quality than some of the images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looks like a corporate ID picture. I wonder if it has downloaded from a company database or website. Well, the source of this photo doesn't matter. The simple fact of the matter is that somebody has made a request for this person to die. It falls to me to fulfill that request, and as corpse girl, I take requests very, very seriously. I have the victim's photo, and I have her phone number. All I need to now is to select a way for her to meet her untimely demise. I've previously thought about including an X-ray field on my website, an option for the user to choose the way they want the victim to die. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity if the method has decided for me. Yep. But after careful consideration, I decided against it. Some people are sick twisted. The cause of death could be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Therefore, allowing the user to define the cause of death just isn't feasible. Instead, I'll stick to my current modus operandi. Everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it's detailed, the victim's features are easily distinguishable, then I can be rather creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers grotesque burns, or she has an iron stake thrust through her skull. However, if the victim's photo is low quality and doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to the default cause of death. A terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. Oh! Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her tumbling over a rail. The end result will be the same, a swift, crushing death from on high. The victim will end up face down on the concrete, completely unrecognizable save for the clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is Oh. Ah! Wait, log. Maybe the victim will end up face down in the concrete, completely unrecognizable save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is necessary. Regardless, it is still valid way to fulfill the request. For now, it's time to get started. I can barely contain my excitement. I can barely contain my excitement. I squirm against the couch, crossing my legs in a vain to attempt to dissipate the heat rising through my body. Taking a deep breath, I try to calm my nerves and get to work. The victim will receive the photo of her own corpse, timestamped to the date of her death. It's corpse girl's signature move, my calling card, if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart. And that's precisely the reason I take the step, to make the victim panic and act freshly. First things first, I have the victim's photos to my laptop's hard drive. I store it into the folder discreetly named System Files, hidden away in the root directory of my operating system, a password encrypted directory, of course. And next, I open my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Looking carefully at the detail in the photo, I can see that this will be the work of art. I can really go to town with this request. Drinking time. I minimize the software, open the web browser, and access a particular website. The database of deceased, the DD as it's known on the dark web, my secret weapon, the ultimate resource for my work. The DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies, murder victims, crime scenes, suicides. If somebody has died in one way or another, chances are good that some perverted individual has captured the moment in all its gory glory. Gory glory. Gory glory. Gory glory. It's so hard to say. Gory glory. Such valuable images are essential to my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit my victim's details into the picture. My process is simple. I start by locating the perfect corpse photo. I searched the database in less than 2 minutes. I discovered a distinguishable detailed photo of a woman with her internal entrails spilling from her stomach. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ah, details. Her face is blue, having suffocated before even having a chance to bleed to death. This game has some hard words. Yeah, it does. It does. Wow, this is a lot. This is detailed. I suggest not to look after this game. I am not responsible for anyone. I'm not responsible. Please. No, police officer, no, I'm not responsible. I'm just playing a game. And that's what's in it. Yeah, she's about the same age as my victim. She's of a similar height and build. Finding a photo that specifically suits my victim's features is easy thanks to the DD's excellent catalog of tags and filters. I simply search for the keywords that match my victim's description and find a corpse that fits. Using this photo as a starting point, I digitally edit my victim's face into the body. It's not some quick job that even a child can do. It's a painstakingly crafted work of art that would fool even the keenest eyes. An hour passes, then 2, then 3. Before I know it, minute has come and gone, but the work is nearly completion. All that remains is to add the final touches. I like to add specific distinguishable details to the image. A personal item or accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it. I can edit it in. Personal details added. I just adjust the light and color palette just slightly even to make the photo truly unique. If a victim decides to reverse image search the photo and discovers that it's forgery, all my work will be for naught. And with that, the masterpiece is don't look. The masterpiece is complete. A grisly, gruesome, unconsciously gory gift for the soon-to-be parted. The victim will have received the photo of a corpse that is, for all intent and purposes, a perfect replica of her own physical form. She will open the image on her phone, and the life she once knew will crumble to pieces. My lips curl into a satisfied smirk during my hours of work. My breathing eventually steadied. My excited nerves settled into a zen-like calm. But seeing the finished art piece now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. The macabre vision up before me is exhilarating. The adrenaline and dopamine surge throughout my body, giving me a sudden heart-beat rush of bliss. To say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. No, I'm not that at all. The excitement stems from the thought of taking control of somebody else's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. Okay, she's sadistic. She's not a psycho, she's sadistic. Or both. She is sadistic and psycho. For with the creation of the image, I have been taking the victim's life into my own hands, like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. By fortune this convincing creator, I will compel the victim to take their own life. I am not responsible, okay? I'm not responsible. It's this game. That's right. My own hands that become stained. The hands of Corpse Girl have never been dirtied with the blood of a victim. It's the true nature of my work. Carefully crafting corpse photos in such a way to convince the victim that their fate is already sealed. That no matter what they do, they cannot escape the death that awaits them. And the date stamped on the photo is the icing on the cake, the ultimate driving force behind the victim choosing to end their own life. A date so near in the future, a time that has not yet occurred, a fiber of uncertainty carefully interwoven in the image that has caused the victim to pause and consider the possibilities. This photo from the future? Is this truly my fate? How can I unrun the future that has been pre-decided? There are the thoughts that run through the victims' minds. Despair and dread flow to the senses. Overwhelming anxiety gives way to calm acceptance. This is my dead body. This is how I die. Why should I fight it? And then the victim's last vestige of resistance gently breaks. Because all spider web being torn by a cold breeze, they finally give in. They invite their end. This is the way it will go down for this woman. Drink. This complete and total stranger. I'm confident, certain, convinced. It was a sudden spark of inspiration that guided me to begin fabricating corpse photos about a year ago. I can never recall exactly what it was that spawned the idea. Sometimes I get close to remembering but the recollection dances at the edge of my mind and slips back into the darkness. Regardless, I ventured down a dark and dangerous path. I built Corpse Girls website and invited strangers to request the deaths of people they knew. It was a sales tactic, simply a way to encourage users to submit images I had no intention or means of ending lives. Little did I know of the true power I wielded. I only intended to create corpse photos and send them to people for fun. That was an accident then. I wanted to startle and scare some unsuspecting fools. It would be a lie to claim that I didn't get off on it. The thought of people shrieking in fear at the sight of their own corpse was more than delicious. It sated my building last. It filled a dark hole in the depths of my soul, and it gave me purpose. Every million years did I dream that one of my corpse photos would result in the death of another human being. I'll never forget her name. Rory Hatano. 20-something, glisten, gorgeous eyes that took my breath away the moment I gazed upon her portrait. Well, she is a little pretty, but not my type of girl. She was the first person to make me feel bad about crafting Hulk's photos, the only person to make me feel bad about it. But I did it anyway. Corpse Girl never rejects a request. It's her, my conviction. I've watched a beautiful rendition of her death, thanks to some rather macabre source photos obtained via the database of the deceased. Strong Lori's corpse up in a field like a ghoulish scarecrow. The photo was incredible. It was my fifth or sixth work. The fifth or sixth time a user of Corpse Girl's website requested a death. Rory Hatano died just hours after receiving the photo. I don't know why. I don't know if she killed herself or if someone murdered her. But I know one thing. Rory Hatano's body, her real body, was found in the field, hanging like a scarecrow, surrounded by crows. Her eyes had been gouged out of her skull, and her stiff fingers clutched her phone tightly. According to the news report, her phone displayed a familiar image, the very image I created of her corpse. When I first learned of Rory's death, I was overcome with varying emotions. I felt sick, elated, disgusted, overjoyed, depressed, aroused. Had I somehow caused her death? Was Corpse Girl responsible for taking her life? Even though my hands weren't stained with blood, it still felt responsible. Lord Truth descending upon me at that moment. Corpse Girl had held the power to end lives. And the more I dwelt on that fact, the more obvious it became to me. I began to feel that power pulsing through my veins, throbbing in my blood, as my heart pumped and pounded within my chest. I can explain how the power works, and I don't know why I have it. But somehow the corpse photos I cried can compel a victim to end their own life, or compel someone else to end it for them. Rory died in the way that I envisioned. Her dead body matched the fake corpse photo I painstakingly crafted. And I didn't even have to leave the safety and comfort of my apartment to ensure her death. Corpse Girl's power is real, extraordinarily, and I vow to exercise that power as frequently as possible. Yes, a sadistic psychopath. No, I think she's more of a sociopath. Yeah, she's more a sociopath than a psychopath. Maria had time to die last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush and that thrill that comes from snuffing out the soul. It hasn't hurt to grow the popularity of Corpse Girl's website after that incident. Particularly dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm, and the site saw an influx of new visitors. And on a few occasions, I've been overheard people in the real world whispering about the mysterious website that lets you request a death. I've crafted corpse photos for dozens of requests. Each photo is more convincing and realistic than the last, thanks to my ever-evolving skills. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Not a single person has dropped dead since Rory Hatano. I'm beginning to wonder if Corpse Girl's power has fizzled out. Or perhaps I never had any power to begin with. Baby Rory's death was simply a fluke, a morbid coincidence. I've spent countless hours doubting myself, doubting Corpse Girl. I've tried so hard to replicate them one success. Every time I receive a request, I do the same thing as I did in Rory Hatano's case. I edit the photo of the victim, I create a convincing corpse photo, and I timestamp it with the time of death, and send the photo to the victim. And then I leave to the rest up to date fate. But nothing ever comes of it. I'm not so delusional to think that, in normal circumstances, a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. And even if the photo fell into someone else's hand, it would inspire them to go out and kill the victim. Of course not. However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated a power beyond the ken of mortal men. I caused Rory Hatano to die by her own hand or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power once more, to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. Once a new victim perishes, I know it will give the way to more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, forever wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next text message they receive. As I can see the future I crave so clearly in my mind, I'm close to achieving my goal. I know I am. And when my dream comes true, I can finally, I got way into that. I got really into that. The incessant chirping burst gently kindles the embers of my consciousness. My heavy eyelids open to find. I gotta go for now. I have to look after my cousin. My aunt's left her with me today, so bye-bye. Yeah, have a good time. I hope your cousin's gonna be okay, and you and your cousin have a fun time, because kids can be a little difficult. But yeah, I hope you have a good time. And again, if you're done with the babysitting, you can come back whenever you want, or use me as a background noise, unless you don't want your cousin to hear morbid things. That's for sure. And again, thank you for stopping by. Have a good time. Bye bye. My heavy eyelids opened to find my body contorted before me, legs splayed across the couch in the most uncomfortable position I can imagine. I groaned and twisted my torso, letting my spine pop and crack until the aches in my body drift away. There we go, my voice acting. I need to stop falling asleep on the couch. I'm still not young, but I can't handle a night away from my comfortable bed. My eyes fall. As far as I heard, she told my aunt that she likes me because I'm always calm and nice. Aww. That's nice. Actually, that's actually pretty interesting if she is very, very young. Because calm is not something that a lot of people, how do I say this? little kids don't really like calm because they want to be energetic, very, very playful, and stuff like that. But yeah, again, I hope you and your cousin has a fun time. Okay, let's continue the story. My eyes fall upon my open laptop, lying on its side on the floor. The screen is blank, battery drained. I briefly panic, hoping against hope that I saved my work before falling asleep. I stumble to my feet and pick up the laptop, then charge toward the power outlet. Plug in and boot up, visualizing the mechanical beast and feeling a wave of relief as the whirling of eternal flames? Eternal flames? I mean, fans. Eternal fans signify the breath of life. The screen flickers and bathes my eyes in a harsh light. My eyes squint against my will, and I'll make out the image before me. The mutilated corpse of my latest victim, perfection with my picture form. The time stamp in the lower corner reads May 27, 11:07 a.m. tomorrow's date. The photos are ready to be sent out. If I send it now, the victim will receive it immediately. Then realize that her death is imminent. It's time to set the wheels of demise in motion. Leaving my laptop at my outlet, I quickly dart into the kitchen. Well, to call it a kitchen is misleading. It's simply a tiled area connected to my living space with a small refrigerator, microwave, oven, and single hot plate. And a small stack of drawers is nestled next to the fridge. I pull open the second drawer from the top, plunging my hand inside. It's always an odd sensation. My fingers get burned underneath a dozen cheap plastic flip phones. I grasp one of my phones between my thumb and forefinger and remove it from the drawer. Fake flip phones? Plastic flip phones? That's how they do it. It's a scratched up pink model from 2010 or so, a relic from a time not all that long ago. But that may as well be forgotten. I flip the screen up and turn the device on. I'm relieved to see this artifact still holds power. To be fair, I charged up all of these phones just a few weeks ago, but the fact they retain a charge after being inactive for so long is a testament to their engineering. In any shitty line of work, these kinds of phones are referred to as burners. Cheap, disposable devices that are discarded as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. I acquired them by rather unsavory means, but that's neither here nor there. I use these phones to send out the photos I make. By doing this, I avoid using my personal phone and thus prevent anything from being traced back to me. When a photo has been sent, I keep the burner phone for 24 hours, just in case the victim sends a reply. I know I'd get a good laugh out of that. Of course, I don't keep the phone in my person. I stored it in an old shed out of the back of my apartment building. When 24 hours have passed, I remove the phone's SIM card, snap it in half, and discard it with the compostable trash. The phone itself gets smashed and trashed into the dumpsters outside the convenience store. I also delete the photos off my hard drive and clear my internet history. Obviously, I don't use my own internet connection at home. I leech off my gullible neighbor's Wi-Fi. Stealing! He is under the impression I can't afford my own internet connection. Whether or not I convince him of such is okay, let's restart that. Whether or not I convince him of such is irrelevant. How can I say it? Irrelevant. There we go. So he's happy to share his connection with me. Should the police ever try to track my actions, they'll only be led straight to my neighbor. I've gone to great lengths to ensure my actions are untraceable. This has all been in anticipation of my inevitable success. Looking down at the pink phone in my hand, I clear my mind and focus on the task before me. The photo is transferred easily from my laptop to the burner phone. Once complete, I open the text message app and enter the victim's phone number. I leave this message field blank, but I attach the photo of course. Of course. The victim will receive an empty text message from an unknown number with only an image attached. The message is just about ready to send, but there's one more flourish I'd like to add. I open a particular app I previously downloaded to every burner phone, simply called Number Mask, and it's one of the most ingenious apps I've ever used. Stop with these big words, Crater! The app asks for the number I want to use. I punch in my memorized trademark 666-33666-22666-44666. Now when I send a text message, the receiver will see these numbers appear on the caller ID. Not only does it mask the burner's real phone number, but it's an extra calling card to help boost my infamy. I smirk, my thumb hovering over the send message button. This is it. This is going to be my long-awaited victory. The second victim to end up dead. I just know it. This is the stepping stone in my success. The second of my many bodies that will pave the way to my glory. I sent the message. I arrive at work on time, just as usual. My handbag is heavy with the weight of several cans of coffee, hopefully enough to help me power through the day after having such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in the lobby. There we go. Big yawn for you guys. Big yawn. Just before the elevator doors open, my phone starts to ring. I step aside and answer the call. Hey. Hi, Noriko. Good morning. Did I call at a bad time? Not at all. I'm just about to get into the office. Oh, should I call you back later? It's no problem. Don't stress. Okay, sorry. The nervousness, apologetic girl on the other end of the call is Oi Sato, an old school friend from back in the day. Though we never really had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. She was shy, I was introverted. It was a combination that worked in our favor, even if our conversations were a little on the boring side. To say that we're no longer shy and introverted wouldn't be entirely true. Oi has gotten better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers from a great deal of social anxiety. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. My intolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I do prefer solitude. And visiting places I've never been to before puts me on edge. To call Oi my best friend would be accurate. She's more my closest confidant. Even so, she knows nothing about my part-time masquerading as corpse girl. No one does. And I plan to keep it that way. So, Oi, what did you want to talk about? Oh, well, you see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any advice for me. Oh, jeez, the older guy that always hits on you? Yeah, but a creep. You're 19 for sake. He must be, what, 50? I think 52. You know, his actual age? Well, whatever. If he still bothers you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? He's just a regular customer? That's right. Then tell your manager to have him banned from the venue. I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company. Jeez, girl, sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet. I know. Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep. Tell him you won't stand for being grouped anymore. His behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change you won't serve him anymore. He's scary, Noriko. I don't know if I can confront him like that. He's always drunk even before he comes into the place. I try to not to serve him too much, but... You are sure you can't quit that stupid job? Working at a maid cafe really doesn't suit you at all. I thought you wanted to a government position. I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but I don't have any qualifications. Why don't I? Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He called me this job, remember? Shinya, maybe. He was always a nice guy, right? He's super nice. A stick in the mud, but not a nice one. Noriko, don't be mean. Yeah, you want me to ask? Yes, please, if it's no trouble. It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me. That really does sound wonderful. Thank you, Noriko. I'd be so lost without you. Don't be silly. You're amazing, Toy. Leave this to me. Thank you. I end the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinya about a job actually a pain in the ass, but I never admit things to Oi. I want to help the poor girl. I really do. I do nearly anything for her. The elevator arrives at the lobby, and I step out inside as soon as the door opens. Good morning, Kurosawa. Fushikawa, good morning. Shinya. Oh, wrong boys. Shinya takes me by surprise as I exit the elevator. Has he been waiting for me here? I wanted to catch you before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request. Can you make sure you got it this time? Oh yeah, okay. What am I supposed to do when he puts me in the spot like this? I try not to groan as I get my phone out and open. It's impossible to hide my screen from Shinya's piercing gaze. What do you know? I have a new friend request. Oh great, it worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please. Yeah, sure thing. I hesitantly accept the request. A little fireworks animation pops on the screen with a celebrating message about making a new friend. Yay, looks like we're officially friends now, so can I call you Noriko from now on? I've never cared much for formalities. I try to adhere to them on the workplace, but honestly, I don't care if people refer to me by my first or last name, regardless of whether they're friends or not. That's fine, you can call me Noriko. Shinya's eyes light up. That seems to make the boy happy. So thank you. Oh, and you can call me Shinya, of course. Shinya, hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we be on first name basis anyway? Yes, that's true, but we're in the office now, It wouldn't do it if you started working here and called me Shinya right away. I suppose. Anyways, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get coffee sometime. I can't help but feel he's trying to push his luck as far as it will go. Any suspicion I had about him having a crush on me are now confirmed. I brush a stray lock of hair out of my face and smile as sweetly as I can while I change the subject. Hey, actually, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any more temp jobs available here right now? Temp jobs? Oh, are you talking to pick up extra hours? No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job. A friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see. We pretty much always have data entry roles up for grabs unless your friend wants something more interesting. Do they have any particular qualifications? Not really. Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I am talking about, remember? Oi Satao? Oi Satao. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct? That's right. That's her, yep. Oh, I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko. Oi is probably the only one. We're fairly close. Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then. Sunya's heartbreaking confession doesn't surprise me too much. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to have many friends at all. Sure, I'm the same, but... Oh, but But what am I saying? We're friends now, so I guess I do keep in touch with school friends. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, I'll ask my superior if we can get Sato an interview. Is that okay? I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Sunya. No problem, leave it to me. I don't like it. I don't like him. He's the type I naturally like. He gives me an awkward salute before skipping him away. Our little exchange has obviously made him pretty happy. For some reason, something that Tome Hatanabe said yesterday pops into my mind. She mentions that I'm Lady Jinyan, but that's not true, is it? I shake the thought out of my mind. I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? I take a seat at my desk and perform my morning ritual from my handbag. My headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard and I slip into the usual workday trance. Oh, So, I see that you're connected with Shinya Noise now, huh? Oh no! I lost it! I lost it! No! 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 I lost it! My walk to the train station is interrupted by a familiar grating voice. Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well. How did you? How did you? Of course, Soma and I are already friends on Noise. She would have seen the notification when I accepted Shinya's request. It's actually kind of strange that Tomai and I are connected through the app. We added each other on my first day of work before I learned how much of an intolerable excuse for a human being she is. We simply never deleted each other, even after all these months. Her posts are entertaining anyway. Her posts are entertaining anyway. And since I rarely ever post anything myself, she probably forgot we were connected at all until today. Now look, don't get me wrong, you hear? I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm really happy for you both. Look, but what I can stand is a skink little like yourself getting some while I'm here all dry like a dessert. What the hell are you talking about? It pisses me off that guys chase them like yeah, and you barely have to put in any work. Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed. You think all this is just natural? I put so much effort into how I look, and guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow at me. Maybe because you're too fake? You mean bat an eyelid? Wait. A bat an eyebrow! Wow, the game's cool. It's a pity that I don't understand it. Okay, I'll explain it to you for you, Burb. Hello, Burb. Anyways, hello. How are you, Burb? This game is called Corpus Factory. Yeah. It is a... Hi, I'm great. How are you? How's your arm? My arm is doing better. Much better than before. Though still need to wear a brace. My arm is doing better, but I still need to wear a brace. But yeah, I'm doing voice acting for everyone who is new into this. I am so happy that you're here, Burb. It's been a while. Thank you for asking. Asking, Burb. Thank you. You mean pat an eyelid, right? You mean pat an eyelid, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm sick of skanks like you getting everything like nothing. Look, let me be honest with you. I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him. I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. They've got me all wrong. You've got me all wrong. Pff. Like, I believe, yeah. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then? That's not your business, but you don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya. Tell you what, any guy at the office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested. Oh, is that how it's gonna be, Aslan? Ah, the crowns! The Fall Guy crowns is back, yay! It all makes me so happy. Oh, is this how it's gonna be? You think no one's gonna... It's good enough for you, but they're good enough for me? You're just like all other girls. You think I'm being worth being pitied? You think I need it? But I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank. Tommy pushes forward, her bulk forcing me off the sidewalk and into the thicket of trees bordering the path. The burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by white stars and my entire face feels like it's on fire. The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It's happened so suddenly that I'm having difficulties processing it. Stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races, trying to put together what just happened. Tomoe hit me. Why? Why did she hit me? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my mind. My body doesn't feel like my own. Like this isn't actually happening to me, but rather I'm watching it happen to someone else. Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap plays twice in my mind, before Tomoe's hand even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse at her ferocious expression, red and strained and overcome with anger. I hate ya! I hate everyone like ya! Don't play with me! The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again! Stop! I hate ya! I hate ya! I hate ya! I hate ya! I can't do it. Tomoe has lost it. She's absolutely furious, and I can't figure out what I did wrong. I heard her third attack as a curled fist aimed straight at my stomach. Through sheer luck or complete accident, I tumbled backward, narrowly avoiding the punch and stood lunging on my rear. The pavement is rough and hard, but I'm sure it feels a lot better than taking the fist in the gut. Tomoe screams and rushes at me, but I scramble at my feet and grab her by the wrist. She flails wildly, her eyes looking like they'll pop out of her skull at any given second. Her breathing is harsh and ragged, and tears of rage have caused a flood of clotted makeup to run down her face. Calm down, calm down! She struggles against me, slowly giving in on my tight grip, prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to sob softly. I hate ya, I hate everything about ya. With a great pull, Tomoe frees herself from my grip. She steps away, cursing, and then runs past me. I plunge in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading into the direction of the train station. I raise a hand to my rendered face and touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before have I been attacked like that. Wait, what the hell was that all about? I can't believe she hit me. Is it about the love of two girls? No. No. It's not about the love of two girls. Those two are enemies. Those two don't like each other. Those two don't like. Those two don't like each other. No. She just got slapped. Sadly, yeah. Yeah. I don't think this has romance. I guess a little romance, but not much. But yeah, let's continue the game. I can't believe she hit me. Oh, I think I know what she's going to do next. The pack of frozen vegetables. Pressed against my face soothes my swollen jaw, but does very little to calm my nerves. Still on edge after what happened today. Tomoe actually physically attacked me. All because I said something, I'm not sure what, that provoked her anger. Maybe that girl is more complicated than I gave her credit for. Sounds like she has her own inner demons, just like the rest of us. I've replayed the event in my head 100 times since returning home. Without confronting Tomoe about it, I don't think I'll ever figure out what incited her aggression. But I don't plan on talking to her about it anytime soon. I wouldn't say I'm scared of her, but I don't exactly want to encourage a repeat performance. I rest the bag of frozen vegetables on the small coffee table next to me. I think I've done all I can to reduce the painful swelling for now. Sighing and leaning back, I let the soft padding of the couch consume my body as I sink deeper. My eyes glaze over as I bring my phone to my face. My fingers lazily tap the scroll as I look through a carefully curated obituary newsfeed, a list of deaths that have been reported throughout the day. Using a set of handy filters, I narrowed the feed down to include only women's deaths. The age range of 30 to 50. I set the location to cover all of Japan. I immediately exclude my results that just mentioned natural causes of death. I'm looking for specific cases, suicides or as more often reported accidents. Of course, I'm looking to find out whether my latest victim has offed herself yet. Should this string return no results, then it's pretty easy to look up recent murders. They're few and far between. Between suicides, accidents, and murders, I've covered all these potential ways that my victims could die. 9 out of 10 of the results researched include a photograph of the deceased, not a photo of their corpse, mind you. This isn't the database of the deceased I'm looking through. Rather, it's usually a nice splatter and pictures of the recently departed submitted by their kin to go along with their obituary. I use the photos submitted with obituaries to compare and match with the images of my victims. It's the only reliable way I have to discover whether or not my victims have perished. If I knew a victim's name, I could easily look up their current fate, but my website doesn't ask for that information. Call out respect for the victim's privacy, but there is a lot more to it than that. But that's a topic to dwell on another day. Tonight's search turns up to no solid leads. I'm disappointed, but this result isn't entirely unexpected. After all, I set the date on my latest victim's photograph to tomorrow. I'm going to bed. I have a good stream to you, cute vampire cat. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And have a good night's sleep. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night's sleep, burp. After all, I set the date on my... There's still time for her to freak out and dance it all. And decide to go to sleep early tonight. I'm not even feeling hungry enough to eat the cheap convenience store meal that's been sitting on my fridge since yesterday. Yeah, good night! That's been sitting on my fridge since yesterday. Though, if I go to sleep now, it will feel like tomorrow arrives sooner. Tomorrow. I have to see tomorrow at work. There's no way I can avoid her since her desk is so close to mine. The idea doesn't sit well with me. On the other hand, my victim might conquer herself, which would definitely make me feel better. It could very well be my next success that the suspense is just about enough to kill me. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's a fly right there. There's a fly. You don't see it, but I see it. Oh, it's running. My tap is hesitant and distracted this morning. My fingers falter, misstep, and tap backspace repetitively. This is no good. I can't focus on work while I'm staring at the top of Tomoe's head popping up from behind the monitor a few desks away. Even at my workplace, playlist doesn't inspire me to pulverize the keyboard today. Normally, a glass of pure volume and shot with caffeine is enough to carry me to the greatest heights of productivity. I press a finger on my pursed lips, trying hard to regain my focus. I absent-mindedly noticed that I missed the edge of my top lip by applying lipstick this morning. Damn, I'm really out of sorts today. At least I managed to apply some extra blush to cover up the faint bruising on my face. I might have overdone it a little, but it's better than looking like I just stepped out of a boxing ring. Good morning, Noriko. Boy, have I some neat news for you. I'm so absorbed in my own thoughts that I barely register Shinya standing in front of my desk. Noriko, excuse me? Noriko, are you there? Oh, my eyes fixated at Shinya's goofy smile. I quickly removed my headphones. Fujikawa, Shinya, I'm sorry, hi. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, tired as all. Oh, I hear you. I was up last night. Boy, I must have been up past 10. I could not put down this new crime thriller I've been reading. Oh yeah, right. I was up late reading too. Your horror novels, right? Don't they leave you feeling a little scared before you go to sleep? No, not really. It's all fiction, so it's pretty easy to distinguish from reality. Is that so? Well, that's not like a book at all. The crimes in these stories are all based on real cases. My jaw hits the floor every time I turn the page. Yeah. Anyway, let me tell you this. Your friend Sasha can take a data entry appointment starting from Monday. She doesn't even need to interview. That's how much the boss trusts me. I'm genuinely impressed with Jinya's ability to score Oya a job. Say what you want about the guy, but the bigwigs obviously have faith in him. Oh, Shinya, I didn't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. Don't thank me yet. Sato is going to be worked to the bone. I hope she's prepared for it. Trust me, anything will be better than her current job. Really, thank you, Shinya. You came through for us here. Oh, I'm just happy to help. Hey, Noriko, can I ask you something? Sure, shoot. Shoot? Oh, right, an expression. Sorry, I just remembered this case in the novel I'm reading, where the police officer shoots a perp only to... Hey, you wanted to ask me something? Right, oh, are you friends with Watanabe? I'll blink a couple of times. Tomoe? Ah, you're the first name pieces with her. Then you must be great friends. I mean, I wouldn't say... Listen, would you mind putting in a good word for me with her? I'm kind of interested in taking her out sometime, but I could never ask her myself. I'm stunned, gobsmacked, speechless. She now likes Tomoe. I thought he likes me. Is my intuition wrong? I wonder if the clues have been in front of me this whole time. What else haven't I been seeing? Noriko, what do you say? Shinya, look, honestly, I'm not really friends with Tomoe. I don't think I can help you. Oh, I see. That's a shame. I thought maybe you were close. Darn, I guess there's not much to be done, is there? Even after I helped you and Sato out at all. Is he seriously trying to guilt me? I have to hand it to him. I didn't think he had it in him. Well, I suppose he can tell Sato to start work on Monday morning. Guess I'll see you around the office then. Shinya leaves and burning my face in my hands. Has this world gone mad all of a sudden? Shinya likes someone, not me. It's not that I'm disappointed. Hell, I don't even have feelings for the guy. But for him to be interested in someone vapid like her just blows my mind. To add insult to literal injury. Tomoe assaulted me yesterday. She has a vicious vow inside to her that Shinya doesn't know about. He could be the real danger of if he pursues her. I'm completely unable to process what I should do. Shinya has scored Oi a job. I'm truly thankful. Do I feel like I owe him one? Should I ask Tomoe out for him or warn him about her? I need to clear my head. I decided to step out from the desk and visit the restroom. Though I have no need to use the restroom, I enter the stall and lock the door behind me. Sitting on the toilet's closed lid, I lean back and exhale. I'm getting too caught up in the office drama. That's what the issue is. It's unlike me. I'm supposed to be stoic. I'm flinching. It's my ideology, my entire identity. My emotions are better locked away than stitched on my sleeve. I'm corpse girl for crying out loud. My purpose is bigger than all of this. I'm destined for greatness. The day will come when people fear my name, right? I shake the dust from my mind and pat my cheeks. I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. I know I am. If I start doubting myself now, I'll never see my mission through. An unfamiliar jingle rings up through the restroom, echoing off the walls. It sounds like a phone alert, but where did it come from? It takes me a few seconds to realize I have my own phone in my hands, and it's vibrating instantly. I must have grabbed it subconsciously from my desk when I stood up. The screen is lit up. The message reads, "One new article matches your custom filter. Dead body lol." Wait. Wait, what? The auto newsfeed I set up last night. I actually located something? I hurriedly unlocked my screen and opened a certain app. The same app I was scrolling through last night looking for obituaries. My little unread mail icon sits on the top of the screen, blinking in particular, shouting for my attention. I hit the icon and read information presented to me. Article posted online today, 11:22 a.m. Keywords found: Miss accident number called to idle range 30 to 50. Image found, data found, yes. Wednesday, May 27. Miss Akane Tsurumaki, 36, of Chiba Prefecture, was pronounced dead this morning at her personal residence, 8:38 a.m. The chief coroner reports that Miss was involved in an accident resulting in self-asphyxiation. Miss Tsurumaki is survived by her husband, Mr. Goro Tsurumaki, 42, and their daughter, Miss Fu Tsurumaki, 1. They're that old? A funeral service will be held on Friday, May 29. View image attachment. I hurriedly tap the button and grasp at the image loads. It's her! It's her! The photo! It's unmistakably the same woman! Plain features like little makeup, no sense of personality. Akane Tsurumaki, the latest victim to receive a photo of her own corpse. My breathing stops all of a sudden. I'm gasping for air, my cheeks on fire, my fingers numb. I did it! My meticulously crafted photo caused this woman to end her own life. An accident resulted in self-asphyxiation, meaning she died by suicide, strangled herself, or held her head down in the bath. The news would never report anything as a suicide. It's such a taboo topic in this culture. Everything is always an accident. All this time I've been trying to compel somebody to kill themselves. My corpse photos constantly becoming more and more elaborate, more and more convincing and realistic. And now somebody has died again because of me. Because of Corpse Girl. I was right all along. I do possess power. I have the power to end lives through my work, my art. I've now owned it all this time, and I've finally proven it. Uri Hatana's test planted the seeds of belief in my mind. To believe that Corpse Girl is more than an art of being. And now Akane Tsurumaki's demise has caused these seeds to bloom and blossom into pure certainty. Corpse Girl truly can end lives. It's a wonderful revelation, and it relieves my turbulent mind. However, I can't put my fingers to scroll up to read the obituary. My hands aren't functioning. My legs dangle lifelessly from the toilet seat, and my coffee from it this morning is working its way back to my throat. I feel the sting of tears in my eyes, sweet trickles on my forehead dripping down this uncharacteristically thick makeup. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. My lungs refuse to take in my oxygen. I panic and fall forward, maliciously slamming my hands into the stall door to prevent my head from colliding with the floor. My nails scrape against the doors, enamel paint, peeling chunks of green from the surface as I slid down, down and down, until my head rests uncomfortably on the damp tiles. My eyes roll back and my tongue lolls out the side of my mouth, dangerously close to the tile floor. But completely out of my sight and mind, I taste foundation and blush, a little bit of sweet, then nothing at all, as the still air envelops my taste buds. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My woman who killed the photo of herself because of the photo of the woman who killed herself in the photo. Okay, she's very, very psychotic. My eyes begin to regain their focus as my stomach turns heavy and shakes, and warm coffee pills from my lips as I try to smile, but only manage to gurgle. The gritty paint underneath my fingernails has a rough texture that I don't like very much. I feel queasy, ecstatic at the same time. It's horribly and wonderfully feeling that I could do without. So much for stoic and flinching Noriko. Remember stoic and flinching Noriko? This is her writhing on the bathroom floor, her lungs working once more, her breath raked and grasping, sucking in the air like a mosquito sucks in blood. Oh wow, that's actually making me dizzy. This is Noriko. Noriko with her grandiose fantasies of death and killing people without having to kill them at all. Without her having to leave her apartment because the outside world is scary and are people out there probably trying to kill her. This is Noriko me, the real me, acting tough and fearless when I'm crying on the inside, always sad, always miserable, always lying on the bathroom floor with a fist clenching my phone right down on the puddle. My life slowly spiraling out of control. This is me. I did this. I unlived that woman. She had a husband and a daughter, and some random person requested that I kill her, so I did. She probably didn't do anything wrong. She looked roaring. She must have just rubbed something the wrong way. Maybe she didn't even know what she did, just like how I rubbed Tomei the wrong way, and I don't know what I did. But Tomei slapped me twice hard, and it hurt, and it must have hurt that woman too when she strangled herself and killed herself. I killed her. I directly killed her with my indirect actions. She's dead now, and I'm alive, but I'm still here lying on the other floor on the 14th story of this Goku's Tomotion office building. I can have paint underneath my fingernails, and always going to start work here on Monday. But I did it. I killed her. Finally, after countless months of pretense and false starts, of failure and disappointments, I killed somebody again. Corpse Girl strikes for the second time. And above all else, above this gate, a grim mark on the floor, and that tingling light feeling underneath my fingernails. Above all of that, this feels good. This feels so good. Blood has returned to my legs, the pins and needles have faded, and my toes quivered beneath. Oh, goodness, yeah, good fly. Charge pulses down my thighs and space through my feet. I managed to plant two hands firmly on the tiles and push myself up into whooping knees. What does this... Wait. Okay, I'll stop there for now. Why does this remind me of one thing? Death Note. This reminds me of Death Note. Really does. Managed to plant two firmly on the tiles and push myself up onto my wobbly knees. I suck in the air and breathe all of it out, and almost at once I feel dizzy, and a bizarre warmth is swelling up inside the stomach and chest. I managed to steady myself enough to sit back at the top of the toilet seat, with my feet planted firmly on the ground and my hands resting on my lap. I tried to gain my sense of self. I might have lost my composure a little bit upon reading the news, but who could blame me? Everything I worked for over the last year is finally starting to pay off. My second victim is dead. With this corpse, girl's popularity is sure to rise. And more people will issue requests through my website. More and more people will receive corpse photos. And more people will. She killed herself. She killed herself. How I wish I could see the real body. If only I could see her mangled corpse, drenched in sweat and finally at peace. I know my phone is wedged between my wet fingers. I must have subconsciously scooped it up with my pool of muck in the floor. I try to ignore the sticky texture clinging onto the screen. My care is no longer that numb. I scroll up and read the Upware article. Okay. My breathing staggers once again. My jaw gently lowers. I felt in an accident. Hot steam clouds my face. The result in itself is asphyxiation. I salivate unconsciously. A trickle of moisture creeping down my chin and dropping on my lap. Okay, I'm getting into it. Way into it. I am getting way into it. Oh! I hit myself in the shoulder. My cheeks are flushed, my vision slightly blurred. She killed herself because of me. I let out a gasp as my hips rise against my will. My toes curl, my legs stiffen, and my skin tingles. I lean back against this western, the cold bristling penetrating the thin fabric of my clothes and showing my burning hot skin. My eyelids flutter as my mind hazes over. I can't control my body any longer. All that's anticipation of the last few days. The tension building in my muscles. I can't. My legs are tense up. My knees buckle. My neck tilts back. I whisper to gasp. Slip softly between my lips. My phone falls to the ground once more as my fingers slowly uncurl. The dull tink or sound as it hits the floor is the last thing my foggy mind registered before I drift away. I fainted! It looks like horse! Tomoe's eyes and brow snaps me out of my dead-eyed stare. Looks like you've been sleeping in the sewer at Susia. I don't know what she's talking about. I can really focus on what she's saying. I realize I've been staring at my computer screen for about 20 minutes, rarely blinking. My mouth is dry, as though I've stopped producing saliva altogether. A dull throb in my lap causes me to cross my leg over the other in an attempt to get comfortable. You know, I'm talking here. It's rude to ignore your superior. Back, I saw an attempt to moisten my parched throat before speaking in a cracked voice. I'm back. Had to take a break. Yeah. Did she? Yeah. This is Corpse Girl, also known as Noriko. Yeah, I was really into it. Yeah, I was really, really into it. See, she is very pretty though. Do you need anything, something? Thought you know that Shinyan and I are gonna hit the town on Friday night. Turns out he fancies me for a while now. In the end, seems like the better gal one, don't you think? Seems that way, is that all? I can't tell Tomoe is trying to get under my skin, but I'm honestly not in the mood to deal with it right now. I thought you'd be more torn up about it. I don't care in the slightest. Why don't you go sit back at your desk? Whatever. Hey, maybe I'll meet you after work again. No! Right, so you can attack me again? I realized my voice was louder than intended. A few people nearby tilted their heads quizzically. Tomoe takes a cautious step back. Keep your voice down, psycho. Stop like that. It's been between me and you. Okay, I will say this. She is psychotic, but she's sadistic. That's the better word. Sadistic is the better word. You assaulted me. I should report you to the police. Don't you dare. Well, as for words, Tony turns tails and walks away. I sigh and lean back in my office chair. Why do I feel so exhausted? My mind flickers, piecing together fragments of memory from the bathroom a short while ago. That's right, I let myself get carried away in this exhilaration of my success. I temporarily stepped away from my own body and let my base instincts take over. But I'm in control now. I'm myself again. I'm Noriko, stoic and unflinching. I'm Corpse Girl, successful and feared. I can't kill people as easily as I can manipulate a photo. People like Tomoe should be scared of me. People like Tomoe shouldn't mess with me. I'm in control now. Yeah, it is edgy. But yeah. How do you like it so far, Alex? It is like kind of harsh. Climbing the steps to my apartment is always such a chore. I wish I hadn't moved into a building with an elevator, but I simply couldn't afford to when I first moved out on my own last year. These old apartment buildings creak and groan when you ascend the stairs. On top of that, you can hear the bustlings of other people within their tiny homes as you progress up each floor. There's always a slight whiff of mildew whenever I ascend the stairs. I want to chalk it up to the fact the building is so old, but it is possible some of the residents here don't keep their apartments very clean. At the very least, this neighborhood is decent. I feel safe in my home, even if it's small and cramped. And my neighbors are respectful, from what I can tell. Not just that I can really know them at all. In fact, the only neighbors I have regular contacts with are the very same ones I leech Wi-Fi from. Yeah. She is a thief, and yeah, some middle-aged divorced guy named Kenji, who lives in the floor below me, and his daughter Momo. Kenji's decent enough guy. He works overnight, which unfortunately means Momo is left home alone a lot in the evenings. Momo's a sweet girl, perhaps 6 or 7 years old. Occasionally I hear her singing drift up into my apartment, but it doesn't bother me too much. She's just a kid. Is this the very same Kenji and Momo that I bumped into when I'm climbing the stairs this evening? Oh, oh no! No, Emile! Oh, good morning, good evening. I can't do meal. Good evening. Mm, hello. We're just in our way to get some dinner, isn't that right, Momo? Yeah, yeah. Time for tiny girl boys. There we go. No, that's annoying. Mm, mm, yeah, yes. That sounds nice. I hope you have a good meal. Thank you. Say, are you feeling okay? You look like you've been in some trouble. There's dirt or something all over that side of your face. I took my head and sure enough, dry mud has blended into my makeup and caked over my face. It's like my eyeliner has smeared as well. Is this the form when I fell in my... Is this from when I fell in my bathroom? Damn it, have I looked like this all day? Oh, right. I tried to make up some lie so Kenji doesn't worry about me. I accidentally... Oh, he looks like the guy from Parasite. Oh yeah, he does! He does! He does look like from Parasite. Like the main character. He does. He really does. What? I didn't realize it. Thank you. What? Parasite wear pop. Yay! I accidentally fell asleep on the train home, and I guess the seats were kind of dirty. Yep. Is that so? You should wash your face and do your makeup again. I can help if you like. I can't help but smile slightly at Momo's generous offer. Thank you, Momo. I'll be sure to wash up and make myself look nice again. You should go have dinner with your dad. The girls nods resolutely. Well, I hope you... Oh. Wrong voice. Well, I hope you're okay. At any rate, have you been working hard at the bank? Oh, actually, I just work at the head office for the bank, so... Oh, that's right. Sorry, data something, right? Yeah, data entry. It's a bit dull, but I am happy enough. That's good. That's very good. I know it's hard for kids like you to get work in this economy. When you find a job like that, you have to really hold on to it. When I was your age, could only find cleaning work. I must have had a dozen different janitorial jobs before I met Momo's mother. I think a couple of times. It's not like I talk to this guy often. Really, we hardly know each other. So I've never heard him actually mention Momo's mother before. Most of the things I know about him I've just pieced together from context. Mom, 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 mm-mm. Mom, I can't do it. Can I do your makeup? No. Can I do your makeup? I guess I can keep this voice for the Mom. I can't do it. Of course, the areas are different. Now I have Mama, and her mother isn't around anymore. Clean work doesn't cut it these days. I was really lucky to get into security. It means I can work overnight while Momo sleeps, and I can still take her to school every day. Security, of course, now I remember. He did mention when we first met what he does for a living. If memory serves, he works for a private security company. I assume he guards corporate offices on parking lots, something like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, hold on to a job if you like it. That's very important. Thank you. I'm happy at Tomojin, so I plan to stay here. Very good. Oh, Momo was telling me earlier that she wants to do when she grows up. Weren't you, Momo? Dad? Come on now, tell Noriko what you want to be. A scientist. Wow, a scientist? That's a great job. I'll be rooting for you, Momo. The girl blushes and hides behind her dad. She's inherited her mother's book smarts, I'm certain. She definitely didn't get her brain from me. Anyway, we're going to get going. Enjoy your evening, Noriko. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye, Momo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. The two of them bow their heads and follow the rest of the stairs down. I continue up the next flight of stairs, reach the landing, then turn the corner to enter my own apartment. Papaya! Says Alex. Papaya! Wait, kid's voice. Papaya! Wait, papaya! Papaya! I can't do kids' voices. The place is dark because I always make sure to cut the lights before I leave. I can't afford to leave any electricity running. My rent chews through most of my salary as it is. Yeah, not bad. Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you. I try my best. I flick on the lights and feel relief as the living room illuminates. My faithful couch and TV emerge from the shadows, and I immediately feel at home. After throwing my keys and bag onto the coffee table, I slump down on the couch. What a day! I have an overwhelming urge to pull out my laptop and check my website for a new request, but my body needs calm first. I'm desperate for a hot shower. I'll need to cleanse my face. I need to cleanse! Cleanse! Scrape the paint from underneath my nails, and I'll definitely have to slip into a fresh set of underwear. Whatever happened in that bathroom today took its toll on my body and to my clothes. While that night is young, I can relax later. For now, it's time to start scrubbing. I'm pretty good at voice acting, if I think so. Thursday morning, May 28th. The convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people, students and co-workers buzzes in their air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I hope to catch a few interesting words here and there. Lazy student, I'm going to do like a high-pitched sound for the students. Wait, this is lazy student, so I have to make a tired voice. Have you seen that one website? What do you mean by requested test? My lips curl into half smile, half snarl. Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload the photo. And do you think Corpse Girl really exists? To hear so many people talk about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of Kane Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate was her obituary, and that didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website in the same way they always have. Like it's just an interesting topic of conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you tell your friends to entertain them. And therein, in my issue with the website as a topic of conversation, it's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it. People visit the website out of curiosity. Very few people take action and request a death. That's the part of that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? Hey, can Corpse Girl claim their victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, and an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. The death toll humiliatingly low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game for Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones, like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with some more time and some more victims, soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. Thanks to the constant drone in the convenience store, I barely registered the quiet melody of a ringtone. Eventually my ears become keen enough to pick it up, and I answer my phone. Hey. Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time? Not at all. I'm at the convenience store. Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work. No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me. That's okay. I wanted to ask you if you spoke to Shinya yet. I sure did. Guess what? What? You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other. Oh my gosh, really? Are you telling the truth? Of course. When have I ever lied to you? Oh, Noriko, I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now? Yep, quit today if you can. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Wait, wrong way. Wrong. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, are you crying? I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. Make it always so overwhelmingly happy. Feels really good. I care so much for the girl. Her happiness is vital to me. I owe you so much. And Shinya too. I know I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that? Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Oi. What does he like? I managed to spill the answer to that without having to think twice. Crime novels. Oh really? His dad is a detective, right? Okay, I can get you something like that right now. I'm going to march into the cafe and quit. You tell him, good luck, good. Wait, kid? Good luck, kid? She sounds like a mother, or a father, or an uncle. She sounds like that. Not like friends. Okay, bye, Noriko. The call ends and I smile. Oh, I sounded so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I really have time to select a can of coffee from line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again. Huh? Oi? So sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was bugging me, so... What's up? This is gonna sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job? Oh yeah, you did it a few times, I think. Okay, phew, I just wanted to check. It was bothering me, and I didn't want to come off as ungrateful, so... you know what? Just to make sure, thank you, Noriko. Okay, I'm going now. Really, bye-bye. Bye, Oi. The call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange, but maybe not so strange for Oi. I guess she really wanted to be polite. I shrug it off and return to selecting my coffee for the day. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I've been so caught up into it. It doesn't feel like 3 hours. It feels like 10 minutes. The office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see in this level are hovering around in one of these glass screen cubicles to one side of the floor. Mouse. What's with these flies, though? I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact that whoever is on the other end of the call can't see him. I want to ask somebody what's going on, but nobody seems to notice me arriving. I shuffle my way to my desk and sit down. I spend some time looking over a spreadsheet of today's task. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath. Noriko, has someone filled you in yet? No, what's going on? Why is half the office empty? Well, you see... Wait, oh, I've been saying wrong. Well, you see... Somebody's within the company died yesterday. Oh, somebody we know? Shinya shakes his head slowly, his expression gravely serious. Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an executive. An exec up on the 21st floor. Apparently she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day. People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's dead? Shinya glares at me, his eyes pupils seemingly accusing me of being tactless. Yes, dead. So, I mean, I get it's tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today? You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone's been offered for professional grief counseling. Seriously? I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work. Regardless, what happens to Miss Surumaki was a tragedy so unexpected. I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. Miss Surumaki. Wait, what was her name? Miss Surumaki. It should be in the email. She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad. What kind of Surumaki? Though I've never met her before, her face appears in my mind with startling clarity. Self-asphyxiation, an accident. She worked here. I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this is a massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still, for her to work in the very same building as me. It's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gone through with killing her if I knew she worked in my building? The scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, do they also work here? It would have to be, or somebody who knows her well enough to want her dead. Odds are high that they work here as well. You okay? You okay? I realized that I've been spacing out and turned back to Shinya. Yeah, sorry, I just thinking is all. Well, grief affects us all in different ways, I think. The details for the counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it will help. As for me, I think it will be okay. Some quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head. Sure, okay. Plus, I have a date with somebody to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere. Yeah, that's what they say. You really talk for 3 hours straight? Yeah, yes, I did. I did. I did for 3 hours straight. 3 hours and 9 minutes straight. Damn, girl, that's impressive. Yeah, that is impressive. No wonder I'm so thirsty. I have like 2 cans that's almost finished right on my desk. They're almost empty. Yeah, it's quite impressive. I need to stop soon. Like, what time is it right now? Oh, it's past 2. I think I can go for 1 more hour. That probably is going to be the longest time I ever streamed then. Yeah, that's what they say. Very well then. Do your best today, okay? Right. Shinya takes his leave and I let my shoulders slump. I killed someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone will find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if authorities are treating the case as a murder. As far as general information goes, it would seem like it truly is being treated as an accident. I'm in the clear. I know I am. However, I am used to talking since everyone say I am good at it. But it takes me an hour and a half and my voice is like, take care bro, I'm leaving you. Yeah, that is true. My voice is like starting to give out with all those different voices. Yeah, that is true. But I talk at my workplace too, and I've like talked maybe 3 hours straight. That's the point too. Yeah. At my workplace, I'm a uh, customer service representative, meaning I have to talk a lot. And during work, I don't take anything to drink, so every time what's your work? Pizza place. I work at a pizza place, and when people are ordering pizzas through phone and stuff, if you don't mind sharing this, I can say I work at a pizza place. A famous pizza place, no less. Though they're probably just in the United States and Canada. But yeah, no, no, no. Also, Japan has it. It's we're pretty worldwide. Yeah, I talk a lot because I've taken orders, and I do that. It's like 3 hours straight at times. If I just do a regular shift, if I'm doing like a dishwashing shift, then I talk less. But every time I'm so thirsty every time I finish, so I drink the entire can right after work. But yeah, I'm used to it. But it's not like continuously like this, so that's a different task. However, I worked as a freelancer doing concept arts for different projects. Ooh, I actually want to work as a freelancer. Actually, streaming is a freelancing job, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I might start soon, maybe. Try to get some works out as well, like voice acting jobs. Try it out. That's definitely one of my ambitions to try out. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsurumaki's death. The thought that it would be someone I work with makes me way too curious. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Tomoe kept her distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police. That I actually would report her. That would lead to the police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that considering my moonlighting occupation. Especially now that I know I have a connection to Tsurumaki. I brushed my hair in my front of the mirror in my bedroom. I removed my makeup and revealed the ever so faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of my fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decided to snuggle up under the covers in my bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting, and I have to fight the urge to not fall asleep here and now. To keep myself awake, I check the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are two new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race, and I quickly open the messages. First message reads, Request details. Today. Oh, monotone! Time for monotone! Request details. Today, 11:14 a.m. local time. To victim's phone. Be redacted. Image attachment not found. No image attachment? What? I thought I configured the website to reject requests unless an image is attached. This is really irritating. I've got my hopes up for nothing. It takes me a second to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism is renewed. I hurriedly clicked into the unread message. Request details. Today, 5:06 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Download image attachment. As this request is not submitted correctly, the image is loaded before my eyes. The new victim is a male, early 20s. He is fit and athletic looking. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo of him is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, he looks like a happy person. I'm not so naive to pretend I can't guess as the reasons this guy is wanted dead. Perhaps Enix has submitted his details after a bad breakup, or a jealous sibling wants him out of the picture. People's motivations are purely selfish. Requesting the death of somebody is guaranteed to be motivated by self-interest. So why did somebody want Tsurumaki dead? She was so plain looking, so uninteresting. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wrongdoing somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her? Or did someone simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seems appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts and return to the task at hand, dwelling on that a past victim won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. This new guy's attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scaring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyway. I know what that is as well as anyone. I can't talk anymore. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. Take Oi for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type, but she suffers endlessly at the hands of cruel stalkers and Patreons. Everyone suffers, beautifully or not. We all cop the crap we're dealt. So why fuse over a beautiful corpse? This guy, or Oi, or even Tomoe on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as the average person. The day on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's somewhat petty reason his death has been requested, but I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk and a lick off my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice clear photo here, so I can go all out on the request. I hit the D&D, the database of deceased, and spend some time selecting a suitable base image. I hesitate between choosing an image of a corpse with a knife in his throat, or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with its wrist slit. Either image would do just fine, but I really want something special for the latest victim. After all, I have to do my last success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I grasp at come across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on the D&D, this image matches my victim's description perfectly. 20 to 30 years old, athletic built male. The corpse legs are covered below the knees. Bloody stumps like they're vital fluids from on high. The body has a hitting from a set of power lines in some suburban street. It's perfect, beautiful, even it will help us create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story between the photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the highest resolution copy available and save it to the hard drive. My fingers trace line. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad, pad with practice movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. May 29, Friday morning. I should stop. Go and save. Okay, I'm going to. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end here. This is the main character. But yeah. Oh, what happened to me? Ah! Oh, there I am. Ah! That's how that looks like her. I'm back. I'm back here. Ooh. Look at this weird flying blob. But yeah. And I, okay, I'm going to say this. I am so happy that you decided to join, Alex, and everyone else who is here. I'm going to end stream here because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. That's a lot for me, especially with continuous talking without stopping. So yeah, I'm going to end stream here. Who am I going to rate today? Mm. Ooh, let's go to another person who is Israel. Let's go slash raid. I'm going to raid Israel because he is also, he might be doing voice actor right now. Did I spell it right? Yep. Here we go. We're gonna go raid him. Yeah, let's go. Bye bye.